Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, Comic Book Talk with Friends on a Monday night. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you are always up to date as to what's going on over here on the channel, man. And this is definitely a first. This is Monday. I am officially back to work today. So back to work. Back to the busy life, that whole 2-month stint of being off, from Mob Dukes and getting everything taken care of is over. I'm back to work officially. So I'm not complaining, man. I had a nice little time off and, got a chance to spend time with the family and stuff like that and be there for Mob Dukes. But we are back. It's a new year, another segment. Definitely glad to have you guys here, but I'm definitely not here by myself. I got the crew in here with me as always. We got My Bad Monday, as you already know what it is. Jedi Kid, bro. What's going on with you, bro?
Bro, another day, another blessed day. Glad to be here, man, with you guys. If I'm a little quieter today, you gotta forgive me. And my head is killing me, but I had to be here for y'all boys. Can't wait to talk about tonight's topics. Everything except absolute. I'm happy for. Other than that, let's have a good show.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we'll try to shorten the show so we can get you out of here, man. Next up, we got Prop. What's going on, baby? What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man? You know what I mean? Just up in this piece, man, trying to live life amongst the greats, man. I count you amongst those. All three of you brothers. It's three of y'all, right? Yeah, man. But listen.
4 now. Go ahead.
4 now. See, that's a rapper thing. You see how he said 4 now?
That's it.
That's like in Eclipse. Yo, this dude.
You saw how he faded it in.
Whatever. Master, bro. Master at words. Nice. Be like, you go back and listen to it. Oh, 4 now.
4 now.
Dude, we in here, man. I done read one of the 3 comic books you put out there, man. One of them. No. I attempted to read the other 2.
Yeah.
I think they sucked. But one of them I like, bro. I can't wait to talk about. Hopefully we talk about some shows. You said something about Sinners. I don't know if I saw that on the thing, but I saw your post, so I know it's on everybody's mind.
Yeah, I'm kind of, but you know what? It's the Golden Globes, bro.
You think it's the Golden Globes?
It's the Golden Globes for real, bro. They don't really count. I don't. They don't.
They're trash anyway.
But you know,
count. Yeah.
But I know what you're worried about though. You worried because the Golden Globe be.
Yeah, it segments. It sets the standard, but then again, we still have the Screen Actors Guild coming. So, things can change, and they might be trying to get, they're saving grace or saving face for those who they know won't win. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm in the house, baby. Glad to be here.
Always. Appreciate you. We got Vin Dog in the building, bro. What's going on with you, man?
What's up, good people? How y'all doing? Had a fun weekend. Got to spend some time with family. Had a couple different pit stops with family. Had family over Friday. It was over other families on Saturday. Other than that, I just chilled. Was binging some shows I'm behind on, and did a whole bunch of reading. I'm catching up on Amazing Spidey to current. I was like 4 or 5 years behind, so I'm only a couple years behind now. So I'm looking forward to being caught up with that, and then that way I get to backboard and follow those in. So it's a process. There's a few titles where I let go for a few years and then just binge them joints like Netflix, and it's always fun reads because you just get to binge it through and don't have to worry about trying to keep track of multiple pulls that like I do with regular reading, with my monthly reading, and also on my running mission of trying to complete my Fantastic Four collection. I picked up this bad boy this week. This is the origin of Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four annual.
Nice.
So it's not the most pristine, highest grade, but it's mine. So I'm happy to have that. So, but yeah, like that's been some what I've been up to. So just other than that, just chilling. Looking forward to the topics that we're talking about tonight. I'm excited to talk about Arkham and Soups and what is I think it's going to be like a turning point in that book, and then what we got on the docket tonight. Looking forward to getting into it.
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely, man. It's always being here, man. And last, but definitely not least. Bro.
What does it say? Somebody sound it out for me. I don't.
Enormous.
I feel like it's the PG version of it.
Enormous.
It gets past the censors.
I see it.
You see it?
God, I see it, bro.
He could have done the CH, but he was like, "Nah, that's too." Everybody would expect that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with a kind of. You gotta say it with like a lisp.
Enormous.
Boy.
Enormous rack. Enormous rack.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Enormous rack.
And we were just talking about.
Caught it. We are only 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. We caught it. We caught it, y'all. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new record.
Sometimes it's not till post sale some people get it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
myself.
I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy Monday to all of our chatters in the chat. Happy Monday to my brothers in the panel. But yeah, didn't do much this weekend. Just enjoyed some time in the house. I did replay Mass Effect for all my gamers out there. I replayed Mass Effect.
Oh, classic.
I played Mass Effect 2 and 3. I'm thinking about playing 1 again as well. But yeah, that was a great experience over the weekend. I really smashed through it. But other than that, just got ARC Trooper 5s in, so that was fun to take pictures of him. So I'll be editing those tonight, and those will go out probably tomorrow morning. But other than that, man, just happy to be here. Ready to talk some comics. Excited as always, man. Hope you guys are doing well out there.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. As always, man, and thank you guys out there for being with us, man. Another incredible show. As always, definitely y'all in the chat, man. Thank you for being here with us. Let me see who we got with us this evening. We got Malika Mabane, WRNR Real Negro Radio in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, we got my man Mark P in the building. Thank you for being here, man. We got Amber May, Cookie Queen in the building. Thank you for being here, as always. Who else we got out there with us in the building? We got my man Evangelium is in the building, man. Thank you for being here with us, as always, with a host of others that are going to be stopping through here. Definitely can't wait to see y'all pop through in the chat. Now, before we actually get into today's festivities, got to give a shout out, of course, to the places where we get our collectible pieces, man, as we always does. Starting off, come on, you already know what it is. Vincent Dunn Art over there on Instagram. Sign into his Instagram page. You see the actual store link there as well. Get on in there if you're basically looking for some incredible pieces, man. I like what you did there, bro. Definitely like what you did there, bro. Nice. Very nice, man. Definitely, bro. Thank you for being here, bro. That's dope.
My favorite episodes. Yeah.
As always, man. Shop all original art, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, anime, canvas prints, mono art, reverse glass painting, sketch cover variant, stickers, the works. Also, you can get some commission pieces. Buy 2, get 1 free. As always, man, remember the link is there. Vinny, let them know what else you got going on, brother, besides the room.
Yeah, besides that, you can get the link to my store from my IG. So head on over to Vincent Dunn Art. And a link to my store is right there in the bio. And as always, buy 2, get 1 free on all 11x14 pieces. And anything that you need, I got you. If you don't see a piece in the store that has a connection to you, it's something that you want that you don't see, hit me up. Commission's open at all times. So we'll see what I can do to get it to you. And other than that, appreciate you shouting it out. And feel free to peruse and take a look and see what I got. Plenty of stuff on there. Lots of fun stuff. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, brother. As you always know, man. Definitely got to give a shout out as well to my man Ray over at Underground Figures. Just Underground Ray. Always coming through. No NRD. Shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as to when Your figure's going to arrive with new figures being introduced. Create yourself an account because you never know when there might be free shipping or discount code of choice. That's my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Also got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. That's Hawk Wars Ray, always coming through with the goodness. Again, proud sponsor of everything that we got going on over there at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group and your one-stop shop in our collectible figures as well. Again, if you're looking for all legendary pieces and some of those, if you know what I mean, some of those Grail pieces that you can't find anywhere else, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as always. We got to also give a shout out to our guy, our brother, Jacob over there at Comic Release Comic Collectibles. Again, it's not just about the figures, but it's also about the source material as well. If you're looking for those comics, to make sure that you get everything that you need and you want to know where those figures come from, hit him up and he'll definitely take care of you as he always does. Also, got to give a super duper shout out to our guy, Brian Wong, over there at Module Case, Module Space. If you're looking for an incredible display option, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you. I got the mono option, but you can get an option of your choice. My guy will always take care of you, make sure that you have everything that you basically need. Also, last but definitely not least, got to give a shout out to Tina Cruz, El Deluvio over there on Instagram and Facebook. If you are looking to get the latest and the greatest, hit her up and she'll definitely take care of you as always, man. Yeah, I was a little hot last night. Prop, as you brought it up, it was definitely a little hype because I was hot, a little upset. But then I had to actually remember, man, it's the Golden Globes. Now here's the thing, bro. I wanted to kind of talk about this, and I want to get both you, Vinny, and I want to get all y'all's take on this because we talk about this, bro. Some of the biggest films throughout the last 2 decades have come from genre films, and a lot of them have been some of them have been art house, some of them have a lot of the conversation throughout right now is, of course, Sinners wouldn't clean up because of the simple fact that it's a genre film, it's a horror film. So horror films and comics or any thing dealing with the supernatural or even in that space, anything intergalactic and stuff like that, galaxy far, far away, those entries will never, ever, either win Best Picture or, get more than Best Special Effects. They won't be taken serious. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Last night kind of proved that, bro, because you mean to tell me that Sinners only won for Best Box Office Achievement, but Ryan Coogler did not win for Best Original Screenplay?
Nope. I don't watch that shit no more. I saw that. It was like, I was done with it. Disgusting. That's disgusting.
So I'm just, I shouldn't have been as naive as I was, because I should have realized that was going to be the space. And it feels like the Golden Globes filled their quota because, yes, they did give it to Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Just to say that the Golden Globes ain't too white or we're not too whatever. We're going to fill a quota basically within that particular space.
We got one of y'all. We gave one of y'all something.
And that's all you need. You know what I mean? Regardless of the achievements beyond just. I mean, you mean to tell me you're not going to give it them, bro? I don't care. And here's the thing, bro. That man played, he played not one, not two.
3 parts.
3 parts in that film. And you don't give it to him, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to start off with you because, I'm going to start off with you, Jay, then we're going to go to Prop. You know what I mean? And then we'll go to both Roberticus and Vinny because, both of them will get as philosophical as we need them to be. And you already know, Bloomer is going to take us to the NAACP before the end of the show.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Jay, what did you think about what you saw last night, bro?
I think it was a travesty because it's. I wasn't surprised about how they did Sinners because of all of um the
Yeah,
go
who typed
go.
in an angry email?
Oh, not me.
Oh, that's
Oh,
probably
because
all caps. It's all
because
caps for sure.
okay.
Yeah, all caps.
Because all the global praise the movie was getting
got
for
two
like
fingers too.
the whole summer, even after it left the box office and it hit, the streaming platforms, it was still getting praise
Mm.
out of the wazoo.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it should have gotten more than just what the box office numbers award, pretty much. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, best box office, the biggest
that's
best box office achievement.
I
That's
didn't
all,
I didn't even know that was even a fucking award, but I
bro.
mean it's neither here or
Thanks
there.
for
But
made up-
participating.
right, exactly. Like what the fuck? I mean, they at least should have got for best picture, best director, something, bro. For them to get played out like that, what's up, Niece? For them to get played out like that is Lume is crazy.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I was already disgusted from the game, and then this I saw that, and just even a dumpster fire of disgust after watching that, man. I just feel like Ryan Coogler got robbed from his outstanding performance as directing that. It was a writer and director, right? Like Jesus Christ, like he got robbed.
Yeah,
He got
bro.
robbed, and then with Michael B, man, this guy should have won something. 3 parts, and people don't understand. He played the twins, but he also played one twin as a vampire. So I mean, that in itself, it's never been done like this before. Probably won't be done like this ever again. And I just feel like they got robbed all the way around. I mean, that's just my short answer, but we got robbed. They got robbed last night. I'm glad Tiana won for the sisters. I'm glad she won. She deserved it. She was excellent in that movie. So
Oh hell yeah, bro.
I'm very happy for her.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I just feel the whole climate in that room was for a certain, dynamic.
Demographic, yeah.
Right. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Prop, what's your thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, man. I mean, likewise, dude, when I heard the news. But to be honest with you, I did know that what is it, one battle after another
Yeah.
feels more like that kind of movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Mhm.
If you look at what wins, the only time I think it had been maybe otherwise, it's probably back when Titanic won. As good as it gets.
Oh well, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
true.
As
Yeah,
good as
yeah.
it gets, and those were two entertaining movies.
Mhm.
But one battle after another feels like that kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like that.
Yeah.
Even when I was watching it, it was like,
And it's not to take away from how good the movie was.
No, the movie was
right,
excellent.
right.
The movie was
Well,
excellent.
I like how you worded it, because the way you put
Mhm.
it was like it didn't get nothing, or is this all it got? You know what I'm saying? Like we
Mhm.
knew
Yeah.
some of these other movies were going to be winning something, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
yo, when you said screenplay, I didn't even think about that. He was like at the least, dude, the
Right.
originality in this
Something.
Yeah.
screenplay.
They have it be downplayed like that. But they talked about this movie even after it left the theater. They haven't
Yeah.
talked about a movie
Bro.
like that in years, dog.
Yeah.
Like, Come
I've
on,
seen
man.
it, man. I think we went to see it 3 times in the theater, maybe 4
we
times.
saw it twice. Yeah,
One of the
like that.
times we saw it out of town. I think when we was in Orlando, me and the wife went to go see it.
Right.
We had a moment. You know what I'm saying? Went to go
Right,
see it again.
right,
But
right.
so the only reason I'm a little surprised is because of the art in this movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just
the art itself. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not just everybody's talking about, well, this is one of the movies that saved theaters. You know, a lot of people went to go see it, but it really was a love letter to the art of filmmaking as well. You know what I'm saying?
Cinematography
It's-
itself. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
you're right.
listened to a thing for the cinematography, man, for my class.
Mm.
Bro, that lady used 2 lenses, an 85 millimeter and a 50 millimeter lens. Those are both 2 lenses you usually use for close-ups.
Mhm.
She used the 50 millimeter for the wide shots, which made everything sharper. That look like I'm spitting technical stuff,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but that's a love for the art, the
Cinema
fact that he
and
shot on
art.
That was all for this
You know what I
movie.
mean?
They did that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this was.
Oh
She said she used
man,
two lenses, and I was waiting for her to be like, "Well, for this scene, we had to use this lens." They used two lenses.
wow, bro.
They used the IMAX camera
Yeah.
using film, and when they weren't using IMAX, the other cameras was using film. So it was no digital
Yeah.
filming of this movie, dog. Like this is raw artsy
Mhm.
stuff, yo. So yes, it was a
Yeah.
genre thing, but it also had that artsy vibe to it, as well as entertaining. To me, this felt like Spielberg is one of my favorite directors because of that. Because I think I
Yeah.
said before, Scoop and art, but dude, Spielberg, I don't care. That dude makes a lot of money. People hate in my circles with the film stuff. They hate Spielberg.
Why?
I'm
I
on
don't know
live right
why,
now
bro.
telling y'all, you feel like y'all are corny because this dude is a master of art. And
Hell
this
yeah.
young brother right here that directed this movie, dude, as well, he's in that same school. He's in that same thing. Let me tell you what, with Sinners, we've seen Black Panther, we've seen other stuff, but with Sinners, you got the art, you got the creative, you got story, just good storytelling, and you got
Yeah.
something that was extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
And most important to us, I think why a lot of us are surprised is importance and impact in terms of our culture. Like this felt like something, and this is the second time this brother done did that, bro. Where he done
Yeah.
did something that felt like it was us, but he opened up Wakanda to the world. You know,
Oh,
he
to
did
the
something
world.
that everybody.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
a white kid, and I'm not white, so I can't speak. So white people in the audience, let me know if I'm wrong. But this is
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that all cultures can enjoy, even though we felt like, man, this is important to our culture. He did something that everybody can enjoy. He didn't
Yeah.
shut people out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
bro, yeah, what can be said, man? But like you said, man, the Golden Globes, and you know what the funny thing is? I don't even hate. I probably should hate it, but I already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got these
And
Exactly.
cats that are
Hey, we know
always,
what it is, bro.
yeah,
Right.
it's always extra, bro. And I can't even. The black thing is easy. I can't even lean on that, bro, because they just
yeah.
do the weirdest things. They'll pick something
Yeah.
that nobody saw. That's why they made up this award. Basically the award they gave it was more people saw this movie than any other movie.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've
This
never
movie
heard of that
excited
before.
people enough to come see this movie more than any other movie.
I've never heard of that award before. Maybe I'm oblivious to it, but the most tickets award,
It's
Yeah,
the biggest box
Yeah.
office achievement, bro.
that's crazy, bro. I've
Yeah,
never
bro.
heard that before.
But I tell you what, man, the stuff seemed effortless as well. Because I can watch one thing about and I keep bringing up one battle after another because that was the only one that won those big awards that I had really saw. I can see super dope. Like you said, not taken from it, but I can see the acting. I can see the effort. Like, Leonardo was acting in a way I haven't seen him act before, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I give it to
It's
him. Yeah.
super natural. You know,
Yeah.
that's a little line right there. I meant super pause natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it just felt organic. It wasn't overacting. It just was, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe it was just that, dog. It was so easy and effortless, man, that maybe they just didn't stop and take, never mind. You know what? I'm trying to be political. They corny for this one.
It's
that's the word. They corny for this one.
I just never known them to make up an award because look, we're not gonna give them one of the main awards, so we'll make up an award because the movie was good. So we'll give them something so they won't complain about it. So I'm gonna give them something called the most box office award. Like what the fuck? What? I've never heard that before, bro. Like for this caliber movie, I've never seen it like this before. Like I said, like you were saying, since Black Panther, as far as it hitting everybody, the whole culture, everybody.
We got a little feedback going on, or somebody like.
Is it me? It might be me.
What is it? Is it cracking?
Yeah, it's crackling. We got a crackling mic.
Oh, somebody mic cracking.
Right now?
Is it me?
I'm gonna pause my.
Is it mine?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jedi, unplug your stuff and plug it back in.
Who, me? Hold on.
Yeah, Pimp Juice. I don't know if it. Hear it a little bit.
Did you plug back in? Because you're muted. You're muted, Jay.
He's gone now. Man, y'all should let that
Yo.
boy just crackle away.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you now.
Am I cracking?
No.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what that
cracking.
is then.
You hear it
Nah,
cracking?
you're not. I just wanted to say that because that sounded offensive. Sounded inappropriate. Am I cracking? I don't know.
Am I cracking? I'm on that absolute.
Am I? Yo!
Put him on absolute.
I'm on that absolute.
Hating, bro.
Yes.
That dude hating
Definitely.
with a smile, yo. That's why you like that Joker. That Joker.
Peyton Manning.
Oh God.
Peyton Manning. Hey, Bloomer.
That's me.
What's
Bloomer gone,
your
bro.
thoughts
He
on it,
gone.
bro? Oh, he left?
He gone.
Oh, his name came out. Vinny, what's your thoughts on it, bro?
I looked it up because I had never heard of that damn award either.
Right.
That dropped in 24, Jay. So that's new, and the whole point is for shit like this. Blockbuster.
So the award is new. It is new.
It's new. 2024 they introduced it, and it's for blockbuster films that aren't necessarily likely to get critical acclaim. So it's more for like the viewer's choice. You know, it's meant for, like,
Unbelievable.
popular films, blockbusters, if you will, that aren't likely to get. The irony is, I think the first one that won it was Barbie, which also was winning like actual awards, but that's the type of film. So like something like a Avatar or Avengers
Right.
or something like this is the shit that's for like, stuff that regular people enjoy as opposed to the artsy shit, the Oscars and Golden Globes and stuff. usually
Right.
celebrate. Not to
Right.
say that sometimes it doesn't cross over, because plenty of times stuff like One Battle After Another or whatever, like we've been talking about, is critically acclaimed and commercially acclaimed, or like regular viewers.
But
And
nobody went to go see it though.
No.
Right?
it's-
It was
but
the
that-
numbers.
I
Nobody
think
went to
that's
go see
partially
that.
Yeah, but I think that's the point. So I don't know so there's no criteria listed other than just like they could just make up anything they want for the criteria. So it's not like it made the most money, because I wouldn't have won it anyway if that was the case. So it's just basically like a viewer's popular choice type of thing. It sounds like some MTV Awards type shit for real.
Exactly. MTV is gone.
Nah.
So
Let me phrase it. Let me
It
phrase
is-
it with what you headed toward. Basically, it was we know you're going to get mad when you find out that this movie didn't
Pretty
win an
much.
award.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
like
Pretty
shit, like
much.
yo, here you go. Here's a bone.
Here's the bone.
There's been 564 films nominated for Oscars over the course of the Oscar history, and 6 of them in 94 years have been horror films. And the only one that's ever won it is Silence of the Lambs. The other ones were Sixth Sense, Black Swan, Jaws, Exorcist, and Get Out. So I don't really look at this as necessarily a black thing, which that just made it all the easier.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it's a genre
It's a
thing.
horror thing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's a horror
I
film.
think- I
thing.
think-
It
I
takes
think-
you out of
Yeah.
respect. Like
could be
horror
more
films
genre.
have a stigma of being lowbrow, of being jump scared, of being low common denominator type film going. It's seen like the genre on the whole is thought of as like the Jason flicks and just dumb flicks that are just for for fun, and it's not serious art. And it's also often the very first genre made by filmmakers because it's so easy. But think about how many more films are likely to be good if it's a young filmmaker making a horror film versus a young filmmaker trying to make When Harry Met Sally. It's going to be an easy genre to tackle because of its subject matter. And then so there's all those like stigmas that it fights, but the other stigma, the other basic hurdle that horror films face is also the promotion for the award itself. Like the Academy doesn't just like view every single movie and then just pick the ones that's like it's also a political process where the studios fight for their films to be part of the nominees.
Yeah,
And
like they have to
and
fall
they
in
promote
that
them. They
space
like
where they
so
actually get their. So basically,
they
you have
lobby
to be
for
with the certain. Yeah, they lobby, and it actually has to be presented
yes.
before the awards. It has to be basically within that award season. Any film, I believe, after November, December,
Right.
it won't qualify. So the
So those films
qualifiers,
have
it has to
be
come out around a certain time.
correct. So those films have to be lobbied, and horror films are very often by lower budget studios like a Legend or New Line Cinema, like more smaller.
Right.
Not that those are very small, studios, but they're also not your Universals or your Warner Brothers.
Without
So
a budget to
those
bring them
films
back,
don't
right?
typically get like this big, and also they're also like I mentioned before, a lot of times they are small budget, small new directors. It's not very often that you have a very high profile like movement behind a horror film. It's usually very very small grassroots type of projects. Even the good ones are tend to be those types. So so it's like a perfect storm of just it not going away. But I feel like the irony here is that over many years now, especially probably the past like decade or so, I feel like the horror genre has been the most innovative and interesting and creative genre in the game. Whereas you look at how many films over the past, I don't know, we've been doing this dance for the past 10, 20 years now, are franchises, are sequels, are based off a comic, based off a book, based off of something. It's all reboots, it's sequels, it's franchise. You look at the top 10 films of probably any year in the past 10 years, and they're all names, stuff that you are household names to recognize. Whereas most of the horror films that have made it to the top list are new creative projects like a Get Out or like a Sinners. So I think that the critical acclaim has become much more profound, and I think the commercial success has been growing and growing. And I just don't think that the Oscars, which are primarily a bunch of elderly white people, just don't really give a shit about horror from any race, whether it be white or black, because they don't look at it as art. They look at it as something lesser than. They like dramas, they like biographies, they like stuff that's based on real people and real things that happen. That's why so many. That's why we seen like in Tropic Thunder, like all you got to do is just base it on somebody
Vietnam.
with a handicap and have it be sad and get that Oscar ready. That's they have a formula of things that they look for, and those things and horrors have rarely intersected.
Yeah, I agree. Bloomer, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Yeah, I feel similar to Vinny's thoughts on it. We do this dance every year. We almost like forget about it throughout the year, like we were mad about whatever at the top of award season. Then we go about the year, and then we get back through it. We go through all the movies of the year, and then we get back at the top of the year, and we get all huff and puff about it. At the end of the day, when it comes to these award shows, there is always a type of movie that they like to give that award, because that award gets all types of press. They get a lot of press, so they're really, really very specific about how they do it. Golden Globes, I think it's really a little bit more Rambo there, but when it comes to the Oscars, I think they're very, very, very particular when it comes to the types of movies they want to get. They want to give this award to. When you compare a movie like Sinners to a what's the other movie with Leo?
One battle after
One
another.
battle after another.
When you look at how they're shot, the cinematography between the two, you can clearly see that there is an Oscar baitish. That's kind of how the people on the internet say it, but it's shot in a way that is very similar to the films that they've given awards to in the past. You take a look at Oppenheimer. That's a film that is shot similarly to what you see in One Battle After Another. And also there's a lot of, albeit however way you want to dissect how deep they go into the issues, they do touch on a lot of different issues, whether immigration, uh, protests, revolution, counterculture. There's so many different things there. Family, betrayal. There's a lot of themes that they touch on there, and almost feels like the script was written like last week, and I think that's what a lot of it's got a lot going for it when it comes to that film. Sinners just reminds me of what I don't even know really what the definition of this term really was. It's one of just throw out terms that you just hear and like, oh, people really liked it. And like I remember like growing up, it'd be like, man, a cult classic. Like this is like one of those like even if it doesn't get all the awards, I don't think that's where they should lie their heads in terms of what they consider it success. It made money. Hell, the studio, from what I heard, and all the people that's interviewed him, been trying to clamor for a fucking expansion of this universe. So by all just social metrics, it seems like people want more from that. And his whole intention was just to do a one and done. So for me, I think the major wins that I think Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, all the extension of the cast, but mainly Michael B. and Ryan should take from this is that one, Ryan has now become a name in which people want to see his film because it's just his name is attached to it. We saw and felt a little bit of that. Marvel tried to do it with the Ironheart series. Like he was a part of this. Like they tried to use the cachet of his name. And that was kind of like a teaser to what, you really got with Sinners. And I really put him in the same category now as like a Jordan Peele, right? Somebody that as soon as you like, oh, he wrote that, oh, I'm there. You know what I mean? Or you saw another extreme example was the movie Him. They tried to use the Jordan Peele cafe to,
he was just an executive producer. That was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so that's what I see a lot of what that's happening there. So just like kind of Vinny was saying earlier, in terms of they look at these movies at a very different scope than you or I or anybody else in the panel. There is a lot less heart that goes into the scrutiny that they put into it for certain reasons. So I don't want to lean into the race stuff too much, although we know what it is, and it's time to stop putting too much stock into it at the end of the day.
No, you can't put stock into what's the obvious.
Right.
Because it's an obvious thing, and it becomes pretty much a regurgitated statement every time we see something. Which is why in the very beginning I mentioned genre. Why I just basically wanted to put it in that category, because it's like we've gotten some great films within genre. You know what I mean? When I look at movies like Weapons that came out this year, one of the dopest original ideas. It was crazy. Even I forget her name, who played the villain in that film, is nominated for Best Supporting Actress in the awards this year. You know what I mean? So again, it's a genre film, but she's nominated just because of the transformation and what she put into it. But it's the simple fact that
the performance has to be transformative, or the movie has to say a whole lot of nothing or a whole lot of something. And those are usually the ingredients, just like the Powerpuff Girls, all the fucking sugar, spice, everything nice and chemical X. Like all of the ingredients has to go in for them to say.
But you don't think you don't think Sinners was transformative or made that kind of impact?
This doesn't, Jay. I wanted to frame this. This is beyond my opinion. This is beyond
Oh.
us
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what I'm framing is how this group of people
Mm-hmm.
like to look at things. This is
Yeah.
not even. I don't.
I got
Because
you.
I like the movie and I think it's worthy
Yeah.
of the praise, it's worthy of the awards.
Mhm.
I also think that if he doesn't get an award in that, I think he deserves a nominee for his performance. But
Something.
Yeah, bro.
but
Nah, man.
that's-
Delroy Lindo.
saying that the way that they look at it isn't the way that we look at it. The framing is so
Mhm.
specific, and there is a specific ingredient that a lot of directors know and they aim for, and sometimes they fail. Nolan, right? You look at what he's about to do next year. He does a lot in some of the Nolan films, like maybe Tenet. That was Oscar bait, right? It didn't work, right? Might got some awards. I can't remember what they may have gotten if they did get anything. But that wasn't, Inception or maybe that he did in
Man,
Batman.
but you know what?
Uphold
But
Some of
everything
the
that you-
directors you talking about, I'm gonna tell you, Chris Nolan, he don't make movies to get awards though. Like that dude
Nah,
is
he does his own thing. on
he's
his
a
own.
fan.
that
But
is,
he's
again,
more of a fan because his movies look artsy. But when you
Yeah.
hear him talk, that dude is a fan
Yeah.
of filmmaking.
yeah,
cinematography.
and
Ryan
that's,
Coogler
again,
is that too. You know what I mean? So them are do.
this has nothing to do about his personality. I know that might have sounded like a slight, but this has nothing to do
Well, I
with
was
how
just
he
meaning in the sense of
I
them
get,
putting
I
out
get it.
even
Yeah, I get
like
it. but
Tenet
this
didn't
has-
feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. This has nothing to do with his approach to necessarily his
His
art,
art.
but the
Mhm.
way that his movies come out, there's a specific ingredient in terms of the cinematography that they tend to look at more, and it tends to attract the eyes of the voters more than a film such as this. And that is why you get more films like that. Or you're like, who the fuck watched this film? That film had all the ingredients that they like,
Right.
And so that's why you will see maybe
But I was
Nolan's not
about to say, I don't think
but
the
there's
only reason
a lot of
my pushback,
directors literally focus on that.
I think Chris Nolan is in the same category as Ryan Coogler. Is the only thing
Yep.
I would say. So
Yep.
meaning, like you say, it's got the
yeah,
ingredients.
I don't know if I
Sinners had the
name.
same ingredients as
Yep.
a Chris
Yep.
Nolan movie. It was just
Yep.
Sinners a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know,
No,
nonstop
that-
entertainment,
that's
right?
what-
Like
that's
Chris
what-
Nolan is more dialogue based, but it was the art of it was
That-
almost as like they approached it. That was one of the guys he consulted with
Yeah, but
when it
Coogler,
came
yeah.
to the IMAX
Yeah.
stuff. You
Yeah.
saw the rounds that he's been making recently. Chris
Yeah,
Nolan
yeah.
was one of the people that sat down with him. You
Yeah,
know what I
to
mean, on
sit down.
stage to ask him
Mhm,
questions
mhm.
to talk to him.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
but I get your point though. I was just throwing out the fact that I think I know he's gotten awards before, but
Mhm.
really Chris Nolan doesn't get the shine that he should in terms of things
right.
like this.
That
He's-
list
But
that
it's
I
like-
mentioned earlier is not
Exactly.
exhaustive in
He should
terms
have
of
multiple awards by now.
names that
Mm.
people come to the
That's-
movie theater for. Nolan is on
Because-
that list for
Right,
sure.
right.
That's what I was mentioning because everything Bloomer said, that whole recipe list, that's what Sinners had, and
Yeah,
it's a shame.
Right.
I agree,
Mhm.
but we may not look at it the same way as that category or that group of people look at it.
yeah.
There might be some stuff.
For sure.
granular.
Well,
Granular things
they're
they-
journalists, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
journalists
some of these people, and it's a different thing when you watch something, and we've all been in a situation. We've done top 5 and top 10 lists of stuff that we like.
yeah, of course.
It's weird
And
when
also,
you have to, when
it's
you're in
another
that.
thing too when you have directors, right? And directors who have been in Hollywood. I think I forget who's the director for the One Battle After Another. If I'm not mistaken,
Anderson was it Paul? Was it Paul?
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul,
Somebody Anderson.
Paul West, Paul
Paul
Anderson West, or
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
Paulson
he's.
West.
I'm
Wes
not sure if
Anderson.
he's
Yeah, Wes
done
Anderson.
before. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's due, like overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
So if that is the case,
He's got some dope ones.
that's also another layer to this where they're looking at it where it's like, okay, you have the film, the cinematography of the film, how successful all of those things, like all of that ingredient. But then on top of that, you might have directors where it's like, man, Ryan's young. He's pushing, he's punching movies, putting them out. Not his time yet. We'll wait. Let's give it to this guy. Same thing with NFL MVPs, NBA MVP. Oh, this guy's got 2 of them. Even though he's balling right now. Let's give it to this guy that's up and new coming because it's a better story. Sometimes these voting committees, they'll stick to whatever really feels good, but also serves their narrative, their purpose in the moment. It doesn't necessarily always jive up to what the people feel is the best film. Or
sometimes that doesn't talent outweigh maturity. Like, you're saying like it's not his time yet, but he made an excellent film. I don't think they should do that.
Yeah,
they should weight films like that. Only that's a fair measure to me.
Well, this better than anybody here on the panel. That meritocracy ends once you go into the armed services, and it literally ends as you leave. Exactly. The meritocracy outside of that is a fucking lie.
Exactly.
So it's just like it is what it is. You pay your dues, but people are going to, whoever holds that weight to give you whatever, they are going to make whatever narrative necessary to give to whatever they feel as though in the moment fits them.
Yeah,
right.
And unfortunately, the other movies on the list sound like they were good. Like that's what makes this a little difficult. Is that there are some good movies that did get some awards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
there's some good shows that got that won. And I don't know, have you guys seen Adolescence yet?
Oh man, that was on that. That was good, man.
Exactly, bro.
It's all politics, man. It's all politics.
That
wasn't all politics.
That blew me away.
If it wasn't all politics, then you'd be seeing Jonathan Majors' face everywhere because Magazine Dreams should be getting all the ass.
They should be getting all the exactly, bro.
Yeah,
so it is definitely about politics.
But you was talking about that push that they got to do. They ain't do no push for that either.
For what?
Man, they pushed that. They barely pushed that out their own office.
For what? Adolescence?
Yeah.
Oh no, Adolescence was Netflix. They got plenty of push. I'm talking about Magazine Dreams and get.
Magazine Dreams didn't get no love like that.
No, Magazine Dreams, because you got to remember Disney had the rights to that film.
Yes, they did,
and they sold it. Right, and when he got in trouble after that, they sold it to the highest bidder at that particular time, or whoever wanted it, and another studio picked it up and decided to release it.
Right.
So,
but it was very grassroots, man. Not many people see.
Now, did Adolescence win something last night?
Yeah, the actors.
All 3 actors.
I won an award.
That kid, man. His little badass should have won something.
He did.
Oh, he did. Okay,
he did. Yeah,
okay,
he's won 2 years in a row.
Wow,
because he won last year. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
awesome. They took as far as they took all the awards last night. It was them. It was Hamnet. It was One Battle After Another. Shout out to Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
I don't even know my man's name, but he was dope in Bulwark Empire too. The dad in this, he was out.
Yeah, he's blowing up now after this Adolescence.
Yeah. And he was in well, I mean, it was unfortunate, but he was in Venom. He played the cop.
Oh yeah, damn.
He was a detective.
I put those films out of my mind,
bro. I ain't even. I put.
You got paid for it though.
Yeah.
Which one?
Boy, Vinny, bro.
Vinny got paid for it though. You put him out your mind.
Which one?
Both. You got paid for both.
No, for Venom. I don't remember the movies enough to know which movie he was in.
He was in the. Wait, hold up. I think he was in all 3. Or actually, no, he was in the second and the third
one.
I haven't seen the third at all.
Yeah.
How you haven't seen your own work, Vinny? Come on, dog.
It's like it's hard to watch myself.
Bro.
He thought of advanced screening and then dipped.
Once that money hit that account, I'm out.
Here's again, and I want to say this though. And
you ain't gonna stay for the fans, no autographs, man.
Nah. I'm out.
And
I got paid. Time to
nah, they
Yeah.
can. Maybe before the show, but then.
go.
But here's, like I said, I just want to say this because again, that is the Golden Globes, and in most cases, people don't really take that as serious as they do. Screen Actors Guild,
yeah.
Directors Guild, the Writers Guild, the Oscars. So those are the more serious
Because
contention.
is Screen Actors the one that you get voted on by your peers, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were a lot of actors that have made and have been nominated that weren't even on the Golden Globes. So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still earlier on, and that's why I don't really gauge the Golden Globe as being that, that starting point for what is to come. You know what I mean? Now, Timothée Chalamet will win Best Actor. I'm sorry, he will. He will.
Yeah.
That it's just going to happen because, if you look at it on the scale of things, even though Michael B. Jordan's in that category, they're already setting up to be a Timothée Chalamet. What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio challenge, category. So
Plus, Chalamet was kind of robbed last year because right at the end, A Complete Unknown came out after the award season last year. So technically, he probably could have got in off that because A Complete Unknown was incredible.
Yeah.
That was the Bob Dylan joint.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see, man. I mean,
he's definitely trying to get in that track. That's kind of attached to that conversation that we said about, or that we talked about with the I don't know what it is, Scorsese, and then Leo telling him not to do any of the big IPs and stuff like that because they, I'm pretty sure Leo sees him in that track. He wants to be in that track, like the Brad Pitts and stuff like that. So,
I mean, and I'm not mad at him for doing it. It's just the simple fact that
other fucking art, though.
Yo, I'm just gonna put this out there. Leo is a Wu-Tang fan.
Yeah.
Oh, for years.
He's cool.
Oh
Yeah.
Cool with me, bro.
He also like 20-year-olds, but it's all good.
Yo, the host,
those 26-year-olds, they ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah. How old is Leo? He's 50, right? Is he going on 50?
48 or 50, 49 or 50. Something
I think he's
that.
going on 50. Yeah. So he's he's definitely up there.
Too old, and he can't talk about no movies with them motherfuckers. Hey man, you see The Godfather? What's that?
Yeah. Right.
Say hello to what's that? Star Wars. Oh man. I love
they was in Fortnite. That's how they be knowing shit.
Oh, the guy from Fortnite?
Guy from Fortnite.
Yeah. He'd probably be like, you seen my movies? She's like, yeah, I did. Which were they? Oh, you were in Amazing Spider-Man 3 or 2.
Close enough.
Where's damn. You know what I mean? Bro, like it's
ready to sign an NDA.
Yeah, I mean you already know, bro. Like it's insane.
Hey
bro.
man, who wants to talk about work at home anyway?
Right? Next up, man. It's official. It's official. Tatiana Maslany quit. She's done with Marvel.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Done with her.
Yeah.
She's part ways with them. Now the rumor is though that even though She-Hulk wasn't scheduled to be in Doomsday, she was, and as of right now is still up in the air to be scheduled for Secret Wars, which means they can possibly recast the actress, which would probably be a safe bet for them, but I don't know. I think she did a phenomenal job.
Terrence Howard transitional period.
Right.
But could it be a reverse? Well, some people like the Terrence Howard, but I don't know. Have you seen that man lately? I think Marvel made the best call.
He's on the absolute for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
The absolute Arkham Batman.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolute.
Yeah, send him to Arkham Asylum because he
Yeah.
and with the Riddler, him and Terrence Howard. Man, I could write a comic about Terrence Howard and the Riddler in the same jail cell. That shit would be
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. But that's what I'm smelling here is a recast.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got to. And maybe the recast might pump the life into some more life into She-Hulk as an MCU character.
But they might have the Red She-Hulk come out of there because they got the daughter.
Well, whatever have you. I'm just going off of them hiring a new actor and a new actress.
Mhm.
Just that alone sparks that interest into this character, and then they might want to do some things differently because they have a different actress. Maybe she might be a little bit more passionate about the character. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm just open and optimistic they find someone. I'm sure this is probably stuck if there were any plans, right?
Yeah.
Throw her into a Doomsday. I'm sure that has been killed for many months now. This is now getting to us as official, quote unquote. So we'll see. I'm still excited for She-Hulk still being here. I'm glad that it still exists. Obviously, I had my problems with the show because I really wanted it to be.
I think we all did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be more of the court procedural and really showing how like maybe they're, how other superheroes, lesser heroes, people that fans may not want to see whole shows on, but it might be cool to see, like, I don't know, I'll think of like an old Spider-Man villain, like the Wheel or something, like he gets in fucking fender bender or some shit, right? Like, fucking, I don't know. That's how you can throw in, vampires. Like, I got fucking bit by this man bat thing and shit. I'm fucking cold now. Now I'm pressing charges on this guy, right? Like, that would be a cool way they could have introduced a lot of stuff that's happening just on the ground level. But alas, we were not there, and we did not get that. But possibly to get that in the future. So I did like her portrayal of it, although there's just, again, the writing of the show just kind of held her back. But I think she did, have the personality to embody someone who's breaking the fourth wall. So here's to hoping we get some really good She-Hulk content in the future.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, man. Prob, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, man. Dude, I liked her, man. I'm not gonna lie. I actually liked her. She was my favorite part of the show. I like her acting. Boomer kind of mentioned it, man. She had a level of sarcasm that made the breaking of the wall more convincing.
Yeah.
So it's sad, dude. And you know what, man? And Star Wars has done it. You know what I'm saying? And Marvel has done it too. Like they'll recon Thor 2 is the worst Marvel movie, and then they'll make a movie, and then Thor 2 doesn't feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? Or it feel like they didn't know.
Hey, my mama watch Young and the Restless. They be recasting niggas every week. So shit. I mean, we just got
recast happens, man. You know what? It's all timing too. You know what I mean? Because for me, Marvel isn't at its strongest right now. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like drama, and I get, that she had made some political statements or whatever, but bro, there's some Marvel actors that's done far worse. And was given a chance, and then there's some that wasn't given a chance, right?
Marvel directors that done far worse.
Right. Yeah, this is true. So but I get it though. The show wasn't what I mean. To this day, I haven't seen the last episode. In fact, as you gave this news, this is my first time hearing the news that it was official. Made me feel like, man, maybe I should go watch the show to give a show another chance. I never watched the last episode. I never watched the last episode. I don't know what happened. It wasn't even like I was hating. I just
You
I
don't
just
want
never
to
watched the last
know.
episode.
It was
They
Good
did,
luck.
they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
the worst thing that you could have possibly ever imagined.
It was
Yeah,
trash.
They could have
bro.
done
Okay.
for a
Trash.
last episode. It
Trash.
is. It is just like I'm honestly. I'm gonna be blunt with it. It's they edged you. They
Yeah,
edged you.
Dog shit.
They edged you, and then they let you finish unceremoniously.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
I didn't know what edge meant, man. You just added context to what edge meant, so I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
ask now.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
told you. I
Yeah.
kind of gave you one. I'm just gonna be blunt with it. They edged you, and the finish was unceremonious, and it wasn't on your
Oh my
terms.
god.
The long breakdown for the word trash. A long breakdown for the word trash. That shit was ass.
Yeah. I mean, put it this way, bro. The problem was the first episode started strong.
And then after that, it went down.
Like it really started. The first couple of episodes started strong, and then
Yeah.
it just went downhill after that. And I
Yeah.
just like, wow, like
Yeah.
you know. But then I had to go back and look at it for what it was, and I was like, okay, this is what they were telling us what it was. You know, they were going off of some of the later work. You know, they were really playing off of her breaking the fourth wall,
Which
as we
we
saw
knew.
at the very end.
The
Yeah, which
later
we
work
knew.
was the most popular. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
had
it was
a
the most
popular,
popular.
run
She
later. So
she,
yeah.
she was good. She was good as the character of She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah,
world
yeah,
that she was in. The world that she was in. That whole world was just garbage. It was
Yeah.
trash.
That's all it was, though. And you can
That's
see
all
that,
it was.
man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what's my
Oh,
young
no.
girl that played in Miss Marvel? Like, dog, that girl, I could tell she can act.
Bro,
That
the
little-
first,
that young girl.
but
I
the
mean, she's
first
young now.
episode,
Get her in a
to
good
me-
movie.
right. Because the first episode to me was trash. Then after that, the show was amazing. The first episode was absolute garbage. I'm like, oh my god, I can't watch this shit.
Yeah.
Episode 2 come out. I'm like, wait a minute.
What,
Okay, so
this
that's
is
the same
Miss Marvel
thing.
one?
No, Miss Marvel,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
but-
the same thing when she was in, except that her world stayed trash. After the first 2 episodes, it was just
Yeah. Well, here's
And
the
like-
thing too. Like, I'm not sure, and we've talked about this in many different forms. You know what I'm saying? Now, and first of all, the show's got to be good. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
get it. The show's
yeah.
got to be good.
gotta be good.
But
yeah.
Miss Marvel, as dope as I thought Miss Marvel was, it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched it with my
Right.
daughter, with the family. It was something I could watch with the family.
Right.
Dude, I couldn't get, like WandaVision. Everybody loves WandaVision. I could tell WandaVision dope. Wasn't for me.
Yeah,
Listen, that's how I looked at She-Hulk, and that was my expectation for Marvel shows when they were going to start putting Marvel shows. When I heard about it, because
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
the comic books are. I
yeah,
don't pick up every title. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like, yo,
Right.
but I love Marvel as a whole. When they have
Mhm.
an Avenger, everybody come together.
right.
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna love it. I like knowing about these characters, but I don't buy every single comic book. So I was hoping the show was gonna be that. I was hoping that She-Hulk was going to land, because I it's so weird. In retrospect, I can look at it and be like it was whack. But when I was watching it, it just felt like, this ain't for me. But I
Right.
hope that it lands somewhere. Whoever likes Megan Thee Stallion or whatever is going
Right,
to love
right.
this show.
Right.
Hopefully, you know what I mean? And it didn't
Well,
happen.
she's been there for 5
Unfortunately,
minutes.
I do think, right along that thing though. My bad, ghetto, how I couldn't like WandaVision. I think I did like WandaVision.
Man, I love
I did like
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
WandaVision was the best
I didn't. I
show.
just didn't love it, bro. You know what? I'm a cape
Yeah.
dude, so I'm a different kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
comic
yeah.
book. Like when I listen to y'all
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
on this show, particularly,
Mhm.
y'all a comic book. I'm a cape dude. I like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
superheroes, and WandaVision
Yeah, yeah,
ain't
yeah.
superheroes. It just
Yeah,
ain't.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vision ain't never. I wouldn't read a Vision comic. You couldn't pay me to read a Vision comic book. That's just me.
Mhm, mhm.
So WandaVision wasn't gonna do it for me. But I respect. WandaVision was something I could watch with my family because it gave me something different every episode. It was a
Every
fun
episode.
experience.
Yeah.
So I'm not
yeah.
saying WandaVision was whack at all. I'm just saying when I was watching it, it wasn't the cup of tea that it was for everybody saying it was the dopest show.
Mhm.
I'm probably more prone to like the Winter Soldier and Falcon. I'm saying it online, dog. Dude flying around with wings on his back, flying
Yeah.
through helicopters and stuff
Yeah.
is more for me.
Yeah.
if that
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
had super serum in him, it would have been the best show on earth.
Oh, it'd have been the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
show. It'd have been the best show. Yeah.
It would have been the
Exactly,
best show on earth for me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I'm not taking away from the art. It was an experience and it was something I can enjoy with the family, for sure. So WandaVision is far from whack. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I appreciate having different directors. Vinny talk. I keep bringing Vinny up when I bring this up. But even my expectation for DC to see different directors, different stuff, doesn't mean that I gotta like everything. I just want y'all to create a world that everybody can find something, because that's my experience with comic books. When we went to the comic book store with the nerds, there was stuff we all agreed with. These comic books, these key issues that everybody had to have. And then there was stuff that, you know what I'm saying? The Spider-Man, I know Boomer's a Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man was my baby when I was growing up because it made me laugh. I like to laugh. And if you hear me when I talk about shows, if I talk about the Guardians 3, even with my movies, I like to laugh more than anything. That's the most precious to me, because I don't get that a lot in my real life. There's a lot of darkness in the world. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was hoping for Marvel when I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, even when I thought it wasn't for me, I have to be realistic. I can't gaslight y'all either. I got to be realistic and be like, yo, this wasn't this wasn't written well. You know what I'm saying?
Vinny, you ever see where that dude is like, he's not smiling. Somebody comment on this picture and said, "Man, can you smile some more?" And then he like replied like, "Nothing in my life is worth smiling about." Like that when Prop said that shit. Like, damn,
yeah, man. Yo, that's it, dog. Yo, it's pure escapism for me. And One Angry Hermit, the Marvel. Yo, WandaVision was a strong. When WandaVision came out, it felt that way too. It was like, this is different. This is the right kind of different. This ain't the normal same old Marvel that we've been getting for years and years.
But see, I think the shows, the shows that give you what you want, like I said, I think are Captain America: Winter Soldier and WandaVision. You gotta watch WandaVision, bro. Like, I'm telling you, give it
I watched the whole. No. I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh,
No. I watched WandaVision.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So we watched it with the family. It was an experience. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't a big Wanda fan. I think that's why I said the Capes thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a big Wanda fan. Comic book wise, so the show was never going to be that for me. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't. And I'm not a fan of the actress that player. I'm not a fan of her in general. So
I got you.
The actress plus the character wasn't going to ever be my top thing. You know what I'm saying? But creatively, I can sit down and watch it. Like, I'm not going to. This ain't one of them shows. Lael says it's dope. I'm not. Oh man, why does he like it? Yo.
It just didn't land for you.
It just didn't land for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the same. You know, I differentiate it, because that's not the same as the criticism I would have for Daredevil and or She-Hulk, where it's like, not only did it not land for me, because it was only at first, was my point. When I first saw She-Hulk, I thought it wasn't landing for me, but then it got to a point where it was like, that's not even quality what you did, or this felt rushed, or this could have been done better, and or the vibe you're trying to get. Like you said, Boomer was like, we was expecting this courtroom thing. I knew the humor was going to be in there, but dude, it was too episodic to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, this episode didn't even feel like it was connected to what you were trying to sell me in the last episode at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, that's
what She-Hulk started. That's what She-Hulk started to do after the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything after that was it was not connected. Like, what the fuck? Like, you started off so good with the first episodes, and after that, you just completely.
The writers of the show, their objective at that time, and they achieved that, was to let the trolls know we see you. That's what it was. It was to let the trolls know that we see you.
That was so stupid.
And I think that was the downfall, because you don't want an agenda, an already agenda that's there to just stomp on you even more.
That's what they did. They gave fuel to the fire.
The thing is, if I was Tatiana Maslany, I would have been like, well, yo, this is a little bit too in your face. If I was even Kevin Feige, I would have been like, yo, this is a little bit too in your face. You know what I mean? Not to say that you got to shy away from your beliefs, but if you're trying to market a character who's just making their appearance,
just putting the feet in the water, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's something that you don't necessarily do.
But you know what, though? I can see where Here's the thing, though, and even to bring up Wanda again, Wanda swung like that show was different, bro. Like that whole thing doing the different eras, the TV shows, like each episode.
That's what made it
like,
so good, though.
That
bro.
was it, dude. That's what I was about to say. But it's a risk they're taking that landed, and I think those kind of risks gave them the wrong confidence with other stuff. Because I can see, looking at the risk factor, I can look at She-Hulk and be like, see how executives can sit around the table and look at it and be like, yo, this might be, they're gonna like this. Throw Megan Thee Stallion in there. We
got away with it before. Right.
We bring back this Hulk character that, this Hulk villain that such and such. Yo, that's played by a fairly big actor from my time. You know what I'm saying? Take it back in the day. So it's I could see it. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that was the key. I think WandaVision proved to have more, and Loki as well, because Loki was different. Loki is different, bro.
But
you know what I'm saying? So WandaVision and Loki.
But see, with Loki, the writing with that show got better and better, and bro, it was
like
no
they
let
knew
off.
where they, it felt like they knew where they were going. So it felt so that's it. So it's like we're swinging for the fences. To us on the outside, it looked like you just swinging for the fences, just doing something.
Right.
But you could tell the cast that had a plan, that had a vision. And by the way, Loki and WandaVision set design, all the technical stuff come together that didn't come together as well. And because, dude, it felt like She-Hulk took place in her apartment, in the office, and in the courthouse. And it wasn't, and sometimes it wasn't even way like that. It was some episodes. It was like, yo, we just in that building. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
they really took the whole Ally McBeal approach too far, because that's what they were going for. And I think that's where it kind of.
But then at times they didn't do it enough, though, right?
I don't want to see your house.
With the court thing, they didn't do it enough.
Right. I don't want to see your office, man. I want to be in the court with it. I want to see you own the motherfuckers in the court.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or be like in the comics. She is She-Hulk in the court. You feel me? That's what I thought we would see more of her handling cases in the court, whereas She-Hulk, not as herself. And we got robbed of that. So it was like,
they had a whole wasn't that whole episode she went to a wedding or something?
With a dog. Did she marrying a dog? Like,
no. She didn't marry. She was she was like one of the bridesmaids.
Like,
it was a weird situation. But originally, now the crazy part about it, I think the original, because remember the original actress that was supposed to play the role was Alison Brie, or that not played the role, but people were tapping Alison Brie to play this role. Everybody was saying because as She-Hulk. So that's what everybody was looking at. So again, who knows what they'll do? They might not recast. They might not bring the character back. They might not even think it's as relevant. But if it's relevant to a certain story, they may bring her back a certain way. We don't know. As of right now, well, especially with Tatiana Maslany, she's just like, no, I'm done.
I just feel if they don't recast,
hey, Marvel probably
the character, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what the suits, man. The suits are at the table, and they're probably like, "Yo, they didn't like it because it was a girl Hulk. We ain't doing that." I think that's what the suits are saying, bro.
I mean, but She-Hulk is just as relevant as
the suits, man. Not me. Everybody sounded sad like that was my thoughts. I'm saying
no. I'm not saying it's you at all. I'm just saying She-Hulk is just as relevant as Bruce is in the comics, but it's just that.
She's as relevant.
The world, but the world they put her in on this show is what fucked it up for a lot of viewers.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Jedi Kiddo? I'm gonna say part of the problem with She-Hulk, I think, for people that I know, is they haven't been doing Hulk right in these movies in them last few movies.
They've been nerfing.
So you present,
right.
and in fact, I feel like she beat up Hulk in this joint too. Like episode 1.
She rocked with him, but he was holding back. Then he opened up on her ass. So she rocked with him a little bit, but she let him know what was
good
up.
Enough.
Yeah, he let her know what was
where
up.
he's been. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they ain't been doing them right. We ain't been getting the Hulk out. Hulk. We got the Red Hulk hulking out more than the regular Hulk.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to get my boy right too, man.
The Red Hulk was like the Ed Norton Hulk, pretty much. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like we got to get back to the Ed Norton version of the Hulk, and I think people will be more satisfied. But you know, with this character, I think that they wasted a very good character on some dumbass plots, on some dumbass writing, and it's a shame because Miss Lonnie did a good. She was a good She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She just was in a bad situation with writing and plots. It was just fucking trash.
Bro, which can be said about a lot of the movies. Like Secret Wars, dog. I think I stopped at episode 3. Whenever that explosion happened,
Oh God.
I was out. Not Secret Wars. Was Secret Wars.
It went
Secret,
down. Secret
Bruh.
Invasion. It went
Secret
downhill
Invasion,
when they
bruh.
killed
Secret Invasion.
Maria Hill. When that
Yeah,
happened, I
bro.
was done.
Yo,
Yeah,
on
bro.
the
I was out,
first
son.
episode,
I was done.
episode, they killed Maria Hill out of all, and she is deep in the
Yeah.
Marvel.
That was the first
comics.
episode.
Yeah,
I might
It
give it 2
was the first
Yeah.
or second
the
episode.
first
I think.
episode, bro. They kill her in the square.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
I
true.
said, God, yo, are you serious?
Yeah.
So I was done.
And
after
it,
that, bro.
and
Like,
it felt cheap too, right? Like they didn't show her blood. It felt
cheap.
weird, yo. It
It
felt
felt
like
cheap.
yeah.
It felt cheap, bro. And then Sam's wife is a freaking scroll. Like, come on. It was that was just bad. It was bad. I felt bad for Sam Jackson because he's an excellent Nick Fury, but again, a great character in a bad situation and plot and writing. It was just fucked up. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, do you guys think any of the toxicity with the fans would make a person, an actor or actress, not want to come back? Because I'm thinking just to get back
Of
on this
course.
girl leaving.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think she was the worst part. Even if she wasn't the greatest, somebody did, but I don't think she was the worst part. I don't blame her for the show, huh?
No, I don't blame her for the show either. No.
Have you heard of Star Wars?
But I can
got
imagine-
plenty of examples over
Well,
there.
Star Wars is where I first felt it. You know what I mean? When they was attacking that young actress in that one show, and I got it. See, she did a song. I get it, but I don't think people
That song she
understand.
made was ass.
Like we be over here, like, yo, you in there, man? You an actress, yo. This ain't a couple of hundred people calling you the N-word. You know what I'm saying? This is like thousands and thousands of. If you're in Star Wars, you're getting a million messages of people. You know what I'm saying? You just
Said Moses Ingram.
felt
They
like
did
you
that
just
to her
doing
the entire time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bro.
Yeah.
And
So I
Then
wasn't
we
sure
have
if
people
She-Hulk
in
got
here
that. I
in
know
the
the show has
collective-
been getting the feedback, but I don't know if she had.
We had people in the collecting verse trying to shit on the figure too, and the figure was great.
And the figure sold out.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
people. A lot of people bought the figure. Yep.
Yeah,
What-
it's
what-
sold out.
But
What figure is that?
the
Reva.
She-Hulk figure. Oh, you're talking about the Reva
yeah.
joint. Yeah,
Oh, Reva,
was
no,
dope,
Reva.
son. Yeah.
Oh,
Reva's
what figure were you talking about?
Yeah,
Vertigus?
Bloomer.
I was talking about Reva.
Yeah, Reva.
Oh yeah, Reva. Yeah, I got that.
Reva's dope,
That
yo.
figure is
Reva's dope.
fire. And they got the booty on it.
Yeah,
They copied everything.
that's
Dang.
they gave that to Hera apparently.
Yeah, they copied everything. I said, okay,
Yeah.
got the booty too.
Yo, I want to move on over to the artist of the week, of course. This is Talitha Martinez. Might be familiar with some of her work, especially with like Nubia, of course.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of work for Nubia.
Yeah. I got those
She's
books.
she did also just a couple of episodes with Absolute Power Origins.
Mhm.
And this is Absolute Power, not the Absolute World, but the Absolute Power Origins
Yeah.
with Amanda Waller,
Mm.
of course. Vixen as well. She's done a lot of work for
Yeah.
the character Vixen.
Yeah.
So she's definitely known for a lot of her illustrations. Vinny, you familiar with her work?
Yeah, her Nubia stuff I think is her finest work.
That's my favorite, bro. The redesign.
Coming to her own. I mean, it's probably what she's most known for now, and I think that is like the best of what she's done. I don't think her entire body of work is as great as Nubia. I think she's kind of leveled up to this level that she's out now. She has this great clean style. It's kind of like a Patrick Gleason type of a flow that she's got going on, and with great line work and great compositions, handling multiple characters per page, and then it just has started to kind of come together for her. She's did some great stuff with Batgirl, Cable, Iron Man.
Vixen too, bro.
Vixen too. She did some stuff with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. A lot of indie stuff too. So she's and Word of Wakanda was good too. I feel like she's like, I just feel like she's really progressed. I'm really interested to see where she goes from here, because I feel like she just, a lot of artists come on the scene and that's just who they are. Like most of their and I feel like she's one of the rare few that we've seen growth from her style and from her her line work and stuff and storytelling. So I'm interested and anxious to see where she goes from here, because I think she's been getting better. Like I said, I wasn't like the biggest fan of that early stuff. I thought it showed potential, and I think the Nubia stuff is like where she's saying like, okay, like this is cool. Like the Nubia character design itself for Nubia, she wasn't doing anything that stylistically creative with her previous books, and maybe she was just given more leeway with that. I don't know, but if that's
that check, man, that's that check
come from her style, I'm very anxious to see future stuff. So hopefully she keeps getting more projects, more work, and in different books, and keeps expanding her her repertoire, because she has a lot of potential.
Yeah, definitely does. And you guys familiar with her work, Prop?
Yeah. Just the Nubia stuff, man. Hey, you know what? Looking at, I seen some of the Black Panther stuff she had did. I didn't know it was her. Yep. But yeah, man, like Vinny said, man, like her overall, I like it. It's a nice, clean style. It's not too much detail in it at all. I see a lot of different things. I don't know if that's if it's different colorists or whatnot. Like I've seen some of her artwork that leans even more digital on the digital end than some of the other ones. Bro, I think she's dope, man. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind diving more into her stuff. This is one of the guilty ones where I wouldn't have known her name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I do recognize her work. Even some of the Wonder Woman, even some of the legacy stuff, man, that I've seen her draw. It's like stuff I've seen before.
Yeah. She's also worked on, some of Miles Morales.
Yeah, I saw the Miles show.
Yeah, she's done a couple of different things. So far. Like I said, I mean, it's just highlighting, some of those individuals that, have had their fingerprints on, a lot of work. And like I said, just to kind of, from an inclusive ethnic standpoint. What were you going to say? I
was about to say that, I like how the majority of her work does look like she's drawing people of color. And that's not a must for artists, because I like it when, diverse artists can draw everybody, white artists included. They can draw black. So I enjoy diversity when they draw, but I also I like it when it's like, dude, you're drawing something, or you're expanding that or showing the world that, you know what I mean? So I kind of get that feeling. You look at her art, I say about 80% of her artwork look like it's that, you know what I'm saying? And she draws women extremely well.
Oh yeah,
as well, in my opinion.
Definitely does.
Definitely dope, real dope.
Definitely, man. Her work is definitely impeccable. And it's crazy because her this looks just like Tiana Taylor, which is crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely she's done, some really great and phenomenal work. So just, kind of wanted to highlight her for a lot of her pieces. If you might have some of her pieces in your catalog right now. If you don't, definitely check her out, man, because she's incredible. As far as
I have that.
Yeah. Time for us to switch.
That's that first runner, Nubia, I think, right? That's not number one, but that's the first run. I got that. Oh God, here we go.
He said, "Oh God!" Ain't like you popped it up on him. Oh God!
Transition.
You go ahead, fucking mute me.
Listen. So
Man, your commentary is
like-
important to this, bro.
Here's the thing, bro. Like in this book, I
Right.
like the commentary, but I like the journey. You know, I like the spin on what we know about the absolute Joker,
Yeah.
where he comes from. But then basically that the way the story is told, it's an unexpected tale because, and I like that because you realize that throughout the entire book, it was the kid that was manipulating the doctor the entire time. You know, once you get to the end, you're like, oh wow, like that damn body's been back here all that time. You know what I mean? But I really liked this story and the way they basically wrote this particular story in general. Benny, did you read this?
Yeah, I was surprised to see it in my polls. I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't pay enough attention to solicits because
Yeah.
I had no idea what's the thing. And I was at my shop last week, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Pleasant surprise to say the least. The story was really great. Like you were telling Jay earlier, it's a really good kind of piggyback into the universe because it's not necessarily contingent upon knowing what's going on with the absolute Batman books. Even if you just like Batman, in regular DC canon, we've never got too much backstory on Arkham itself, and it's really one of the in a way like one of the members of the Rogues Gallery. Like that institution in and of itself is very important to the Batman mythos. So having this like backdrop of the history of that building, and then having the way that Joker kind of intertwines through that, and in the way that they've built that up is just between that and his recent debut in the main Absolute Batman book, very creative, very interesting, and I love the fleshing out of what we're seeing with this Absolute verse. And it feels like they've been so well organized in deciding what they are going to do and not do with these characters. I don't want to play the comparison game, but I feel like there was so much more opportunity to do some of this stuff with Ultimates too, and I don't know if it was as well collaborated as it has been over at DC, with deciding not to do too much and when to do it, making sure it all fits together. And it's been super interesting, and the artwork was great, story was great. Keep specials like these coming, and it's awesome because it's like just a perfect companion piece to the Absolute Universe as a whole and Batman comics as a whole. So I was very satisfied with it, and I look forward to seeing what they do with the character we seen at the end of the book that they debuted.
Yes.
We'll see what they do. I hope they keep this up coming because, again, it's obviously not for everybody, but I feel like those that have given it a chance have been pleased.
Yeah, definitely. Prop, you read this? You muted.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I love this one, man. I'm gonna tell you, because I sympathize with Jay. Like I don't like no other worlds stuff that's different. I guess I read the Batman and Dracula was probably I did love that when I was younger, but for the most part, man, I don't like no what ifs, man. I just don't. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate what ifs. Period. Oh my god, I hate it, bro. Y'all don't know. This is young comic book collector Wiz. Hated it. But Cat's coming into school. Yo, man, you hear what Captain America did? Did he do it? Did it happen? Well, it's a what if, man. Come on.
So what if?
But
yeah, you're wasting my fucking time.
Absolute Batman has been cool. It's been a cool read. For some reason, I've been able to better separate this from the Batman I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this comic right here, you could have named this anything. This was actually interesting. This to me was a good story. It was well written. The way it went back and forth between the past and that current time. And then they gave a Joker origin. Now, I might be wrong. They might have given Joker's origin in the regular comic books. The last time I read anything Joker related in canon, you never got it clear. If you got a Joker origin, they would change it in another comic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was reading this was the first absolute Batman when I read, and it was like, I wouldn't mind if the Joker's origin was really this or like this. Like, it made the absolute Joker dope, bro. There was a little bit at the end that was a little bit corny to me. I'm not gonna lie. Had that Sinister Six feel at the end. but that was like at the last 2 pages. I was like, for real?
No, it is. In the regular universe,
yeah.
They always tease that they're going to tell Joker's story, and they always, even with the 3 Jokers book,
yeah.
Even after that was over,
and that's the one I hadn't read. I didn't know if they had revealed anything. Okay,
and they built that up like, all right, here we're finally. They built that up like it was going to be origin with Wolverine. All right, we're finally going to tell you.
Right,
and then even in that one, it's left off kind of ambiguous, and it's like, stop. Then don't do it. Don't make it an event, and then pussy out. Don't do it at all.
Yeah. All right, yeah, man. I enjoyed it, yo. It was the Arkham history. And some of it felt like it was canon. To be honest, like some of it felt like, man, this is
like it could have been something that was, because they're taking that history, they're flipping it upside down, but it's something, because here's the thing, bro. Like, and you can only have a taste for it if you enjoyed the storytelling, and I enjoyed the storytelling in absolute, because they're giving us vulnerable characters, but they're also giving us the worst absolutely interpretation of the character in a good way.
Yeah,
because this thing is like, you want to, I've always want to see the cerebral, really distorted, twisted, psychopathic version of the Joker, or even and you're getting a chance.
It feels
to
like a horror.
This. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it felt like, bro, when I'm reading it, it feels like a horror version. Not even just, it is twisted. It's everything you just said. But when my first impression was like, yo, this is like the horror version of Batman, just in general. You know what I'm saying? The way it looks, the way it's drawn, the way it's written, feels just darker than what Batman is. And Batman is a dark. Gotham City is a dark place to be already. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. I enjoyed this one, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm hoping. I don't even know what I want next from this, to be honest with you. Like, this to me, just even as a standalone story, to me was just awesome. That's why I was telling Jay, man, I think you might be able to cheat with this one, because it didn't feel like the absolute Batman you hate. This wasn't it. This was like a story about Arkham. And bro, and then it had little tidbits, man, like naming
was established itself, like an original, like originally how it was established, and how it just took on a slow decay.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how they threw the name Jack in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For 89 Batman film fan, that landed. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It had a little cool Jack Unknown. They didn't have the last name listed or something like that. That I thought was cool, and and which was interesting within itself, because it did a very creative. It had a creative way of making you think, oh, this is Joker early on. No, maybe this is Joker, or maybe it's not a Joker origin. Maybe it's the Arkham situation. Maybe Arkham did something bad. Like, it was a nice little mystery all the way through. There was a point where I thought Arkham himself was some kind of bad.
I did not see that kid coming, bro. I didn't see the kid coming.
I didn't see it either. Yep, I ain't see it either. I ain't see it either.
But it was just the way it was written, is that the kid was almost too nice, almost too compassionate and empathetic. And I was why did not? Because when they revealed it, I was like, damn, I should have went back I should have went back because
Right,
there
right,
were signs. There were definitely signs there. So, no,
right,
I
right.
get it. Bertigus, did you read this? Nah. Okay, I get it. I get it. Now it's definitely a good read. So I would suggest like again, yo, come on, man, Jay, you definitely don't like it, bro.
Yo. Well,
I
Adrian
hate
Murphy
this
said
shit.
Jedi Cat hasn't looked up once since all y'all started talking.
Oh shit.
Man,
That's
look,
it, bro.
you would never read that, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
check it
no.
out.
This is
Oh,
trash. I would never read
Man.
this shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be worse though
No.
because we got absolute Superman. No, the latest issue, Absolute Superman number 15. Amongst a lot of people who probably didn't like it, I love this book, bro. I love this book, and I love the way
I
it was
feel like
written.
everybody been raving about it.
Bro, I loved it because again, it's this version of Superman coming into his own and discovering. Again, you have a world that's depending on him, but he's being, and as powerful as he is, he's just trying to do his part, but he doesn't want to be looked at as a martyr or a hero, or he doesn't want the world's interpretation of him as Superman. But at the same time, he is trying to save the world. He is trying to go out there and do certain things. I like the whole breaking down of Ra's al Ghul through letters. That was dope. Just a conversation that he actually had with Lois. Him basically, again, trying to maintain the farm like his parents did, but he's trying to be everywhere at once. And the biggest thing is him becoming a hero is to learn that, again, you're not going to be able to save everybody. And that's the whole part of it.
Forgive me. Are the main line like Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman? Are they trash right now?
What do you mean?
Like the mainline stories for them? Like,
well, no, not especially right now. Not with DCKO Batman. That shit's dope. And also, like the rehashing on the Bruce Wayne story. That's just dope. Like that version of it is. The only thing is because I've been so deep into Absolute Wonder Woman that I haven't read any of the original content yet from just the standard universe. I haven't in a while. So
yeah, it seems like I haven't heard anything, so it seems like it's okay, cool. I'm just like, if you don't like this, cool. Like, man, there's so much other shit going on. Like DC Knockout.
It's literally multiple Batman books that are doing very well in the regular continuity, because you not only have the mainline Batman doing the Hush stuff, you have the Matt Fraction Batman, which is incredible.
Yes.
And then you also have at least I believe.
I remember us talking about that. I was like, man,
that Matt Fraction Batman, that's only gotten better.
It's getting better as they go.
There's a villain in that they've introduced. This Minotaur cat is crazy. It's really, really good. And they're doing a bunch of police brutality stuff. They're doing political stuff without it being like overbearing.
Yeah.
It's a very well written, well drawn book. There's some great stuff with Robin in it. Then you got two different Batman and Robin books. One's a year one, and one's just a regular ongoing. And both are great, especially the main one. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like just really strong content. It's not like they put all the resources into making the absolute books dope. Like the regular books are dope.
Yeah, I thought like the main line was Detective Comics, but I guess that's just like it's one.
Detective is just Detective is Detective Comics. Batman is like how there's Action Comics Superman, and then Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For lack of a better term, it's their offshoots. Is it?
Well, like how technically Spider-Man came from Amazing Fantasy, right? Or like imagine if they just kept Amazing Fantasy going as another Spider-Man book. So and then gave Spider-Man his own.
Oh, okay. So like
title series.
Okay, like, it's its own edition rather than issue.
Yeah.
Technically, Detective Comics and Action Comics, they technically could do other things with those, like, but they're just known for the debut of those characters, so they kept that going. Just like like
okay.
strange,
Got it.
like Strange Tales wasn't just a Doctor Strange book; it was horror stories.
It
And
was,
then
yeah.
Right.
when
Yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Strange came on, it was like it just became synonymous with Strange because he was so popular.
Yeah.
Now they technically could have, if he was as popular as Superman, they could have just kept that going as Strange Tales being its own Doctor Strange book, and then made a Doctor Strange #1 just to have 2 books going. Batman and Superman is so popular that their introductory titles that they kind of like owned, they just kept those books going. That's why that's why those number counts are so high, up in the thousands, because they were the debuts.
Yeah, so this book is definitely it's a good read if you want to actually get out there and check it out.
Yeah, I was trying to look back and try to find the issue number that I have for Detective Comics. That shit like 900 something.
Yeah, they not playing. It's high. That's been going from 39, bro.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
all right.
definitely, bro.
This book was the one book that I was not really all in on when the Absolute Verse started. I thought the art was pretty cool, but I always felt like it was too close to the New 52 darker Superman, broody Superman stuff. And it was nice. I liked it. The art was cool. I liked the tech with the cape, but
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was. I thought it was too close to 52 versus, so it didn't feel as different than Superman, because I felt like New 52 Superman was already that big, tonal shift that they already attempted.
Mhm.
But once we got, unfortunately for me, it took till maybe 5 issues ago. It has finally started like really coming into its own. I feel like the art has got cleaner, brighter, easier to see, distinguish. Sometimes I felt like it was too dark and muddy, and the storytelling was so much better. The raw stuff was incredible. The Brainiac stuff started paying off, and now that they're past that arc and him starting basically as now just being coming into his own of being Superman for this world, I feel like it's hitting full stride now. It's just really good. I love the applications of the cape and his powers with the over, like just basically treating him like a volatile battery as opposed to being in control. I think is that a creative twist on it.
I like it because the kids need a way to attach themselves to Superman, some creative, especially in comic book. Like,
I feel like it was too. It tried to be too like future, like Starship Troopers war flick. Like it was too. It wasn't what I was personally like interested in at the start, and I feel like they tried to have too much prose and unnecessary dialogue to say nothing. There was a lot of just like kind of muddy writing too, and I feel like they've slowed the pace of the storytelling down a bit to let it breathe a bit. I felt like it was just saying a bunch of shit just to say nothing. And then the art was muddy too. It just had too condensed, and I feel like it's just a smoother, cleaner read now, and the story makes more sense now that they're not trying to do too much in monologues. So I like it much more now. So now I would recommend Superman. I would even tell people pick up like the second or third trade in the future as opposed to start from the jump.
Yeah. There's like they're toning it down where there's not a lot of exposition, as much as it was before. But I'm loving just the direction. Even like what said, this book is what humanizes the character, to the point where now it is just him, without Mom, Pa Kent. It is just him without the depending.
I just like the approach of him being a little bit older in the pod. I thought that was just really kind of cool.
I mean, when he lost everything, that's the only thing that I didn't like is that they killed off Crypto. Here's the thing from what we know and what we think is that they are dead. We didn't see it. It's an off-camera thing. Even with his cousin, we don't know if Carr is dead at all. You know what I mean? It's just that it's implied based on the simple fact that he was the only survivor that we know. So it could, if they continue on with the writing, it could be something that they circle back to.
Oh, absolute Supergirl would be crazy, bro.
Yeah. She would be boss if they did something like that. It'd be incredible. But I don't know. Dope read. I love this book, man. And here's to the next issue as well. Moving into this, because I want to kind of get to this real quick. I know it's getting late. So reports are Sony is just like, yo, we're tired of losing. Marvel, what characters do you want? We're tired of losing. we want to play ball. Like, what you got? What you got for us? The only thing that that's untouchable at the moment is Miles.
Yep.
That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else seems to be like, okay, let's start talking about sharing.
Bitch
Boomer,
ass. Excuse me.
that's what I wanted to start with you first, Boomer. What's your thought?
My bad. Anyway, yeah, so it's about time. If what we're hearing is true, if that's all confirmed, and there will be some momentum, some actual work behind this, then cool. There's been a lot of like Miles Morales like momentum as in the last like 5 years, right? We know from these films, and especially that's continued to pick up with him being in the games. The Miles stock is very, very high right now.
Yeah.
And you have what the latest episode of all of this was Stranger Things finishing, and then fucking Jordan McLaughlin on his Instagram doing a triple bicuspid
Cartwheels and all that. Yeah.
He tried out the Tom Holland playbook, right?
Yeah, it's trying to be Miles. Yeah. He wants it.
And so, and then I just see a whole bunch of just AI slap everywhere of these two together. I'm just like, oh my God, here we go.
So everybody's running with that. Yeah.
That's what everybody's running with. And so that's just another push. And when Sinners came out, and Miles Cantone, and then everybody's like, oh, he should do. Like, it's just like every time you see like a young black actor that almost somewhat looks like him, honestly, it will be a tragedy if that actor doesn't have some sort of, if he can't speak fluent fucking Spanish. Or have Spanish in his
Spanish,
vibe, then we're fucking cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Off rip. I'm just saying it right now.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't have that Latino spice poppy, it's over with, bro.
Yeah.
So
gotta have it.
When it comes to Sony, we've seen them in their endeavors, right? Most of those films are an affront to my existence as a human being. You talk about two films that I've never even tried to venture to even watch, put past most effort to even put it on my screen with Madam Web and Craven, right? I wouldn't bother to watch that shit.
Bro, hey, you got to watch the first 10 minutes of Madam Web, yo, just for fun, yo. This is the first 13
I'm
minutes.
Scared I might just like actually
first 13 minutes, bro. It's hilarious, son. I don't know what it feels like after that, but the first 13 minutes.
I might just turn corporeal or just lose my whole physical, my whole anatomy. I might just, all the fucking flesh might get flung off like fucking a Deadpool and shit if I watch that film. So I'm just gonna stay away.
Bro.
And then
feel for favor, make sure you do.
The first Venom film, right? We were like, all right, cool. This is cool. It's still no Spider-Man. All right. Then the second one was just like, Jesus Christ, right? And then the third one, no. It's just not even give it a chance. So really their track record outside of the Miles trilogy now has been very lackluster. and I think I've said it on the show before, is I feel like their only hope to save face is to just do these partnerships with Marvel, to get some of their lesser known characters out, and Sony should be a fucking vehicle for them to make some money, but also a vehicle for people to get hype and it to feed into Marvel.
Yeah.
That's what they should see themselves at, instead of like, oh, we're an MCU competitor. No, the fuck you're not.
Nah. Stop trying to be.
Right. It's like, stop trying
all they
to
trying
like,
to do, some of it ain't
stack
trying to
up like
compete,
that.
bro. They trying to hold on to them rights, because if they ain't making no movies, they're gonna lose them rights
Oh yeah.
that way.
Oh, I
Like, they gotta be using the property, man. So I think
that's the umbrella
they
over
gonna
all
make
of
BS.
this. Is that we've got to be able to keep this license, because again, Marvel was at a very vulnerable time financially. They sold them motherfuckers, right? And they've been doing their best to get a lot of that.
Oh yeah, Marvel. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
you gotta
they'll ever
think
get
too, man.
Spider-Man back because it's Spider-Man, but I would think there is a higher chance for them to get Hulk back than Spider-Man, because that's basically 0.1% to like a 0.001%. That's about as close as you're gonna get. These companies that hold the rights, they just know that these characters are money makers. At least with Sony, we're getting projects. You don't even see no hide or hair of Hulk outside of when the Russos want to do something with him. That's it. So I'm glad that
Sony don't even have Sony don't even have James Bond no more, right? Is Amazon got Bond?
I don't know.
James Bond?
I can't remember.
Yo. Them jokers might. What I'm worried about is we talked about the Warner Brothers thing, man. Like if
Yeah, looks like it.
Where at?
we can what?
I don't even want to give them a shout out, but you'll see it in the chat.
Yeah, just scroll.
It's pretty
up.
obvious.
Go ahead and get that out of here. That's just crazy.
Oh, what happened?
Amazon has Bond. Yeah.
That's
got Bond. So yeah, man. I'm looking at these studios, and I don't know nothing. This isn't based off fact at all. Just looking at the studios that are selling. We've had quite a few studios sell or have a merger with somebody else. And dude, I feel like right now, man, it's getting to the point where all Sony has is this that's making it valuable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see them letting go. I mean, and that's why you're probably hearing share, which is a dangerous game that Disney would have to play with them, because basically what you're asking is for me to borrow your Kingpin or borrow your Morbius character to help it make it great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For you, like you're going to I'll benefit in the temporary, but now you're going to be able to hold on to this character for another. Whatever the terms are.
You don't think they ever got into like a wow? Yeah, wow. Yeah, go and do
wow
that
what?
Again. Anyways, just chat.
Got into a wow what? Nah, here.
But damn, that kind of threw me off. I was like, I saw like a block of text on the fucking my screen. Yeah. Just like,
I'm on it.
Nah,
I'm on it.
You said they never got into a wow. I just don't think. I think it's just money. I think you ain't got to create, because you got to remember too, man. A lot of this, and again, it's new leadership, but we do remember the Sony leaks where you had the emails when these cats was disrespecting Adam Sandler. They were disrespecting Andrew Garfield. By the way, we never got another Spider-Man movie out of that series after that. You know what I mean? Like, dog, like that's all I needed to see. And there's new people in there, but it's like.
How do you do what you did with Raimi, right? Kind of attach what you said just right now, Prop. How do you do what you did with Raimi and then literally go forward with another Spider-Man project and then on the second film, you say, "Let's fucking throw all these niggas in there." You do the same shit again.
Oh,
It's crazy to
oh,
me
yeah, you're right. Oh yeah,
that-
you're right. That's a lot of properties.
that Sony has done the things that they've done, and they haven't just said, "You know what? Oh no, that's what I was getting to. It was a joke setup." Do you guys think they ever? Do you think they ever just get into a boardroom and they just, Sony now, they just get into a boardroom, they sit down and be like, "Hey y'all, I think we ass. You think we ass? Preston, what do you think, sir?" "I think we're kind of ass." Johnson, "We're ass as fuck, sir." "What about you, Leo?" "Nigga, I told you last." "Okay, all right. What about you, Vinny?"
Yeah.
No, you know damn well they'd be like, "Am I on a
Bro.
test?" No, it's the kids who are wrong. Like Principal
Right.
Skin, man. They don't fucking- you know?
Dog, the Key and Peele
I don't know.
episode of the boardroom when they were pitching
yeah,
Gremlins 2.
that's it. Yeah,
So
that's it.
I want you to picture that.
Yeah.
Anytime
Yeah,
I
that's
say the
hilarious.
word suit, anytime I
Yeah,
say the
yeah,
word
yeah.
suit, that's the scene that pops in my
Yeah.
head.
That's it. That's it's funny as hell.
man. We can throw.
Yeah, we can
He
throw
said
that in
Gremlin
there.
flies through the wall and it leaves the
Yeah, yeah.
89 Batman logo. Yo, they did it, son. We
Yeah.
watched it.
K and Peele. K and Peele. Yeah, man.
Man.
I mean,
But
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
hopeful. You would think that you never know with the money being what it is. You know what I'm saying? You never know what they'll do. I just can't. I can see them sharing it after the Spider-Man thing, but I don't know if the Spider-Man, because you got to remember, was it the movie with was it the one with Mysterio or the one after that? One of those movies. They
Far
had
From Home?
difficulty. Was it Far From Home? Yeah, they had difficulty making that deal that time around. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the second
even
one.
that
The second one.
even
Tom Holland
lending
movie.
Spider-Man out, right? Lending
Yeah.
Spider-Man out hasn't been easy and guaranteed. And you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
damn, I would like to see, but you know what? At some point, man, that Venom thing.
They gotta stop letting their
I
cousin
don't
Larry write the damn movies. Get some real niggas in there,
Yeah.
because the cousin Larry can't write shit, and nobody wants to
Yeah.
see this shit.
Yeah. I think
What's
they
that-
should
what's
step
that-
away. In my opinion, right now, and just my opinion, step away from the whole Venom thing. Step away from it for a while.
Leave it alone.
Let it marinate for a second. Just
How
step
about
away
if
from
we
it
get
because
some
it's,
characters
They-
that don't
they-
need other
yeah.
niggas
But-
for it to be
yeah.
what it is? Like
They
you
need to
can't
let Venom
be
have,
Spider-Man. That's
they
just
need to
not
let-
how people work.
but they need to let Venom have his original origin. If they're gonna borrow anything, you should borrow Venom for a time. Let him have his original origin.
See, but that,
Yeah,
but
bro.
Part
that
of
works.
Spider-Man.
That works for you because you got a
These-
hell of a history
these-
with the comics. You know the characters, but
Yeah.
but ask that. But think to yourself: do you think that works for the fucking like casual audience? They gonna go in there as a Venom movie. Oh shit!
I'm tired of
don't
these
you like
casual
Spider-Man?
idiots. That's the reason why we
Yeah.
in this shithole today, because it's fucking casuals letting Venom live the way it lived, and it shouldn't have lived like that because the shit was ass.
3 movies, bro.
Three
How you got a
movies.
Venom that look
on,
like
bro.
Spider-Man with no explanation
Look
of
like
why he looks like
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
act
bro.
like Spider-Man, come up the wall like Spider-Man with
I
no
hope-
Spider-Man
Exactly, Pop.
connection
The whole point of why he looks like that is because his first
of
host was
Spider-Man.
fucking Spider-Man.
Right. So it's just
It's
like,
like you took the emblem
Oh,
off and forgot all the other shit he does is because Spider-Man 2. So it's like, what the fuck? Now, I
I'm
think this
tired
is
of fucking
Sony
casuals.
just giving themselves basically some good PR, because I feel like it's very likely that we'll see Kingpin and some Daredevil shit that might be on screen,
Right.
which they couldn't do before, and we might see some other Spider-Man characters in the films that we were only able to possibly get if they did them on TV, like with the Netflix deal. Like, there's all these loopholes of what and where and when and how they can use these characters, but there's I
Right.
think there's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Spider-Man properties, from his rogues galleries to his friends to everybody who's ever been part of a book, from Betty Brant down to Craven, like all those. There's hundreds. So there's so much lost potential there for projects, and I think that Sony hasn't had the kind of like brain trust think tank to be able to put this stuff together in a way that people
Put it
want
to
to
good
see.
use. Yeah.
Obviously, the big mistake here is them failing to realize that so many of these characters work because of how they play off of Spider-Man.
Off of Spider-Man.
Madam Web
right.
is the actual terrorism. I said it. I said it.
There's some characters that work independent of Spider-Man. Like,
Right.
say what you will about Morbius, but like Morbius does not need
Doesn't
Spider-Man.
need Peter. No, he doesn't.
Like, he
Nah,
just happened.
not at all.
They just happened to run into each other. So that was a good call to try
Yeah.
that, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could have like a
Mhm.
superhero-esque feeling vampire flick. That's a good pitch for a film. Like, say what you will about how it they carried it out, but like that's a character
Craven would have worked that way too,
when you have
as an origin story.
right. But when you have a character like obviously like Venom, whose inception was via Spider-Man, or if you have a character like Craven, who's the main point of them is Spider-Man, and its rogues galleries are these very attractive big game kills for him. Taking Spider-Man out of the equation for the majority of his rogues gallery is the same to me. And I know people like it. To me, as the concept of the Gotham TV show, where you take Batman out of the equation,
Yes.
galleries going around.
Yes.
When most Batman fans know that there's always this like tongue-in-cheek theme overall, that how much of the way that Gotham is because of Batman, like
right.
Vinny,
like you had
feel
people
about
going out,
X-Men?
like you had Batman
Vinny,
going out there being a crazy ass vigilante, so that made people be a crazy ass bank robber. And like, it inspired Selena Kyle to not just go out there and like rob somebody or steal something from somebody, for her to put on a fucking cat suit to do it.
Yeah.
That was because of Batman. It was
Because
like
of
a
Batman.
self-fulfilling circle of life prophecy, and that fucking element of Batman is like partially responsible for this shit, because he inspired these fucking criminals to be
Like the next level.
and Dark Knight, a stronger breed of criminal, right? So taking Spider-Man away from all these properties and then having them out there doing shit anyways without him, somehow was a fucking lightning in a bottle that it worked for Venom, because Venom without any of the Spider-Man, whatchamacallit, mythos in it, it happened to work as a good sci-fi film that just, it wasn't Venom. But like, if you take it's supposed to be Venom out of it, and they just called it fucking, the alien or whatever, that is a fucking decent sci-fi horror movie. Like, if you take out of it that it's supposed to be Venom, then
Vinny, the way that you feel about the X-Men suits with the old guys wearing them.
Yes,
it's the same in the same concept. If you can feel me, understand me where I'm going. It's the same concept I feel about the villains over there in Sony.
Yeah, but
the problem with that though is there's no dichotomy between the costumes at all. The costumes is like, all right, you own the IP. Now you can do your own version. Why y'all still hanging on to the other shit? They have. And Sony, you realize you do own Spider-Man too, right? They're acting like they lost the rights to Spider-Man to MCU, Marvel Studios, and they can only make movies off the villains. It's like, do you not realize how much
are you sure that's
if you put
you don't know?
Here's the fucked up part. They could even make, I know this is crazy, but for in the context of what they're doing, Craven and Madam Web and all these movies aren't in the MCU universe anyways. Y'all could have had a different Spider-Man than Tom Holland all together. And I'm not saying Andrew Garfield or something, but they could have cast a different kid to play Spider-Man and had a whole Sony Spider-Man universe going.
Kind of like how Reeves Batman is to what's going on. They could have had that.
DC is about to have two different Batman properties within the same company. You tell me the world can't handle two different Spider-Man companies with two universes doing them? I mean,
my thing is that these characters.
You don't think the deal might have
hands of Larry? and Larry sucks.
Man, who the hell is Larry?
At least the X-Men suits are in the hands of Kevin Feige. These fucking villains are in the hands of fucking Larry, and Larry sucks.
Leisure Suit Larry, yeah.
Okay. That's a generic name for a suit. Yeah, man. F Larry. So how do we know that it's not in the deal when they lent Spider-Man that Marvel wasn't like, we know this is yours, but we're gonna help you make some money. We need you to stand down with the Spider-Man thing.
Because a lot of the
I feel like they
deals,
had to make some kind of deal.
because a lot of the deals over the years, props they've leaked a lot of what the elements of those deals are, and all of them have seemed to be very heavily Sony favored. That Sony can pretty much do whatever they want to do, but Marvel has to like come hat in hand asking you if Spider-Man could come out and play for their shit, and then even when they do, Sony has to be involved. Like Feige can't just throw Spider-Man in Infinity War or whatever without their permission. And if they then when they make a Spider-Man film over at Sony, it's a collaboration, and they really are kind of consultants. And I feel like they've kept it to those 3 films that we've seen so far, only because that's all that they had the kind of like foresight to do. Because as you said before, like this is very, very contingent upon the fact that it's a use it or lose it deal. It's the whole. Honestly, that's really the whole point of the extended universe, because the Spidey shit. Yeah, they want to keep that from being oversaturated. So how do we do that without doing a whole bunch of Spider-Man movies over here and to keep the rights when if it's taking a while for brand new data or whatever? The trick there is, all right, well, we'll come up with our own things. So they tried Venom. Venom made mad money, and they got delusions of grandeur that, we don't even need Marvel Studios. That was when they first tried to break from that deal, and that shit didn't work out very well because none of the movies made the same money that Part 1 did. But it's use it or lose it. They could put out anything with Spidey's franchise tag on it and keep that deal going in perpetuity.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I love that. Was it a Clock Tower scene? The Andrew Garfield joint, man. I do like that scene though. Oh man, yeah, man.
I thought one of these days get the Tasm joints another chance, because I never really fuck with them.
Nah.
I liked Andrew.
There was
that first one.
Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Clock Tower.
Yo, I like the heist. You know what? It's scenes that I like. Like I like the because you got to think we didn't get a joking Spider-Man. So
I like that about it.
When he fought he fought Lizard inside the high school. There was some cool stuff.
Bro, the dopest part about that scene
that was classic.
Was how literally it was shot. Not even just with Stan Lee, but the fight between the Lizard and Spider-Man. How when you're watching him and he's webbing him up, he's crawling around him like a spider. That shit was phenomenal.
It's so much about the character design of the film. I didn't really like Spider-Man's suit. I didn't like the metal on the shoes. I didn't like Lizard's character design. They used the character design from like the very first appearance, which is like, all right, you're trying to be, loyal to the source material, but sometimes it's like the source material, grows, and then that has become what's the most well-known part of it, which sounds hypocritical of me because I often complain about them taking modern takes and they're just going with that. But I hate when they do that, when it's a modern like twist. That's not that's the purpose of it is to be counterintuitive to what is usually done, just to be different, and it's not a main character change that's been that way ever since. Like Batman didn't always look like he does now, but after like a couple years, like 5 years after he came out, that look was just like his look forever. You wouldn't have him with a kite for a fucking cape anymore. So if they did that in the movie just because it's what he first looked like, that wouldn't be the same as having, say, Azrael being Batman in the film, because that just came out and Nightfall just came out. So let's do that. Like
but
that is
I just
different because he's been around for fucking years. They wanted to put a twist on it. I felt like the long snout lizard design, like in the regular comics with McFarlane and all the other people who drawn them that way since pretty much what the 70s. That's the
Tyrannosaurus look.
Look how I'm only going to say this because of how serious you look when you said that. I just want to put it on record. I love you to death, Vinny, but I got to put on record. There's a big difference between long, short snout and a freaking kite on the back of Batman. It's a difference. I just want that on record. I get your point. It didn't sound like it when you were saying it because it sounded like the intensity was like, because I could picture the kite. And it's like, man, that's not.
You know what?
All right, if before you seen the Amazing Spider-Man 2, if I showed you a picture of Lizard, a still, and I asked you, who is this? You would be like, I don't know, some fucking monster from the Last Starfighter or something. You would not know Lizard.
No, wait.
You convinced me.
Now the lizard design, I liked it because it looked like a mutated man, a man that was mutated into a lizard. I like that. I like the Tyrannosaurus look too from the comics with the long snout as well from the comics too.
Oh,
but I just like that spin on it with Garfield's version because it looked more like like it was mutated.
Did you like the mechanical Rhino too? Did y'all like the
that Rhino shit.
Hey, I like the actor. You know what?
Let me tell you though, the Rhino that was in Craven. The Rhino that was in Craven, I did like that Rhino that was in Craven.
Rhino was in Craven?
Yeah. That should have been in that Rhino should have been in Garfield's movie.
The CGI just looked terrible.
Yeah, it did.
You know what?
But
the second movie, I'm gonna tell you, I like the first movie I liked more. I didn't like the design. I like the Spider-Man design. To me, that's
but the
second
movie
had the Ultimate Spider-Man suit. That's why I love the.
It had the Ultimate Spider. I thought it looked closer to McFarlane. Now that you mentioned it, it did have the Ultimate Ultimate Ultimate
It looked like Baggy Spider-Man.
I can see that. The second suit was
didn't
Ultimate Spider-Man better.
But here's the thing: between TASM 1 and 2, though, I just think when they get down to the movement and the actual, when they get down to like the movement and the characteristics of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he moved like a bug.
I like the way they did Andrew Garfield's interpretation. Because he moved like how I interpret it and how I see it in the comics. He moved that exact way. In the film, the first suit may not have been, but it's how he moved.
The way he moved. Like even near the end.
Never really see in Toby's or Tom's him just feeling more natural being upside down. In the comics, the motherfucker will eat upside down like this. He's just always upside down.
Even near the end when he was fighting,
even they had to see with him sitting in the web.
But when he's going from those work towers, tower to tower, I'm like, damn, I feel like a bug for real. The way he was going between the towers, one scene alone.
Now
that's over the top. That's over the top.
Now there was a couple of scenes. In fairness, Vinny, because I do feel you. I just enjoyed it. My enjoyment came from what we had at that time, too. So we weren't quite as spoiled as we are now, too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, this is good. I didn't know how much better it was going to get. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, the Gwen Stacy dying scene was all that.
Oh, that hit me.
Leia was saying.
I don't know
the
if
whole
I love
thing.
this.
With him swinging, even, I didn't like the way the Goblin, I didn't like the way what's that?
The Goblin look was whack. That shit was like that was.
I didn't like the Goblin look.
He should have wore at least wore the hood or some kind of helmet or something. That shit was just to have the face time to show you mutated. That shit was ass. But
at that time,
the
Gwen scene was dope, bro.
That hit hard, bro. The whole theater
because we had already seen. Yeah, man. Yo, even to have to explain to I remember having to explain to my son what happened because he was like, "Yo, he saved it. He saved it." Like, nah, you know what I mean? But it was.
The only thing
to the point
that hit really different for me, it hit different with her death scene. but also him mourning at the graveside.
Oh, he was tore
in
up.
those transitions.
Yeah.
That shit was like, how would we handle that as well?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that was.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love it's.
Garfield's run was
good. Garfield's run was good.
Yeah,
it was just at some point they stuck mainly on the serious tones of the character. Whereas, you know, with Toby, they had some of the
in between,
whatever. Whereas now what you got with Tom Holland is an amalgamation of both.
You got to balance.
But the unfortunate thing with Tom is they took away both the deaths that defined who he is. Especially
that's the dumb part.
Right. It off with somebody who's never really died in the comics and has been his anchor and has produced so much strength for him over the years. And now you literally have him completely
alone,
and that's never really been. He's not Batman. He's not a loner. Him having May all these years has been such a source of strength for him. And I really don't like that they took that away because May's death did not even teach him a fucking lesson.
No,
if anything, it told him that he should have been selfish. Like that was the fucking lesson.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it made no fucking sense. It really didn't.
It did in the sense because not every lesson. You're right in terms when you compare it to the other impact. To me,
what was Uncle Ben for? He talked about
just looking at. Well, listen. That's what I said. That's a direct lesson Uncle Ben taught him to be such and such. To me, just death, period, was a lesson for him. Like you just look at life, period. Just having someone die that you're close to has an impact. Not everything has to be a direct lesson to you got to be a better person or you got to have responsibility. Some of it is just, oh my God, I've been playing this Spider-Man game. I've been doing this thing and I knew it was dangerous. Now I just lost. That was the lesson to me. I just
all right, but
not completely disagree with you because I get your point. But that was the first time he lost somebody, and now it's like, man, now the Spider-Man thing ain't the fun thing that we've been doing.
But they set it up like Ben's death already happened, and we just
we never saw it.
We got that lesson.
That's so obviously important to him because it's PTSD, right? Like he could have stopped his cat, he didn't, and then his uncle died. And then in Far From Home, like he could have sent these people back where the fuck he belong and played it safe. And he did it because of his aunt, and then she wound up dying. To me, it's kind of like counterproductive because he was trying to actually I don't
do
think
the right thing in his eyes.
It wasn't selfish like it was with Uncle Ben. So it's not like he paid the price for not doing the right thing.
That's what my point. Because it wasn't the same lesson. So you're comparing her death to Uncle Ben. It's not the same thing. And this is one time I'm gonna have to agree with the casual fan. I'm looking at just the story by yourself, just telling this story, not thinking about comic book history and this and that. Just looking at this. This is that person that they set up for him. But I agree with you. I know my tone sound like I'm not. I agree with you.
No, I get what you're saying too. My point is for Peter.
Right.
My point for Peter, for how much that we know of him, is trauma, and that he feels like he can't go be Tony Stark. He can't go be Reed Richards. He can't be Hank Pym. He can't go do science and have a life. He is obsessed with fighting crime every single second he has of free time because of something bad happening. And this was it's gonna be bad no matter what. Like something bad happening because he didn't do anything.
But it's like
the event happened, right? We just didn't see it. It still happened.
Yeah, but
that was a mistake.
But with them taking May away, you're turning Peter into Batman.
Not necessarily. It didn't end with him like that. His attitude. We saw Peter. We did see Peter after that.
But we haven't
for a little bit.
Peter, but we have not seen Peter need May yet. In the comics, in all the movies after that, even the comics and movies, May has always been Peter's rock, his fallback, no matter what.
What's the name of this movie coming out? What's the name of the next movie? Brand New Day, right?
Brand New Day.
I don't know, man.
That Brand New Day might turn Peter into Bruce Wayne. You feel me?
No,
because
but
you have
think about Brand New Day. Just thinking, I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen, but think about Brand New Day.
All I know
I know.
is
You're
I
taking
know
his rock away,
what-
and he's
if
always
we do
had
see
that.
Mephisto again, y'all need to knock that Sacha Baron Cohen shit out. I
Oh,
like that. I like that
Right.
cat. Give us the fucking devil. Stop being a pussy.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Mephisto with the red hair and all
Yeah.
that shit. But
yeah.
I just feel like they with May dying, you swept Ben's death under the rug real fast. Like it didn't even
Yeah.
like it didn't
Well, I
matter.
mean,
You know-
May's
you know-
died a
you know
few
why-
times
why
in
it
the
hit
comics
me?
as well, though, and that's the biggest thing. She has died a few times. There were, and again,
But
in
that's
most
those
most
alternate,
cases,
those
that's
alternate versions.
no, it wasn't even an altered version. It was basically in the main universe. She's died a few times and come back,
always come
or
back.
she's
I don't
been
remember
brought
that.
back.
I gotta look that
Yeah,
up.
so it's been a few times that it's actually happened.
Bro,
Mhm.
It's not to say that she hasn't.
it-
She's experienced death, and
Mhm.
there's also been barters that have been made in that particular place. So I'm
Mhm.
saying it does happen. We just don't know where that outcome's going to go right now. One of the biggest lessons that he learned in his last film is don't mess with fucking time. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up when Strange is trying to
Explain that
fucking
shit to you.
like shut the
Right.
fuck up. But again,
Right.
also in you trying to change, and you can't change fucking fate. Because the thing
But
is,
you-
in you trying to change
No,
this
Pete-
shit
In
is
the
what
comics,
caused
never listen to
everything.
Pete, though.
Can't
Just
change
being
people.
fucking
You can't change
You
people either.
can't change
Yeah,
fate, bro.
can't change
It's
people
what it
either.
is, and it was a loss because of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. There was so much for him to learn, but I think the lesson it still isn't over. There's much
but it's
more.
like, but I just feel like
Yeah,
we're so used to Peter getting screwed. No matter what version of it in the comics, in cinema,
Mhm.
wherever you're reading or looking up Peter Parker, we're so used to him
Mhm.
getting screwed. So I felt like for once,
Parker Luck.
he still, okay, he lost a girl. Okay, cool. He still got Aunt May. For once, Peter's not going. He lost Tony. He lost all his Avenger buddies. It's just him
Right.
and Aunt May. At least he still has Aunt May. No, he ain't got shit.
But you know what? He had been
Yeah.
skating just in the movie because even some of the stuff you're talking about happened outside of those Spider-Man movies, right? With Tony Stark passing.
Yeah.
Dude, ultimately, we haven't got, and I've said this before, I think we've all hinted towards that. These three movies was the Spider-Man origin. He was never that struggling Spider-Man. He wasn't that I'm having a bad day every day Spider-Man, Peter Parker, in these movies until that last movie.
Well, no, because Tony had his back. Tony looked at him like a
Well,
son.
I mean, but even in general, not even as
they
big
did
as
not-
what you're saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
even the bills are
Yeah,
being
yeah.
paid. I'm taken care of. I'm going to school. The worst thing that's
I'm going to
happening
school.
is,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we
it was
got to see that.
I could feel the
Spider-Man.
weight. Yep.
Right.
When he jumped out that window at the end, that was the origin. That was okay. That's the spot. I don't know. You're right. When you say the Batman, that's why I pushed that back on the Batman. The Peter Parker I saw go out the window at the end of the third film felt like that's the Spider-Man that was in the comic books, at least during the 90s.
Right.
When it was
right.
this is the one that's going to have problems paying his bills. This is
Right.
the one that's going to have to choose. And then you got this the things that I know is going to happen. And then you got the unknown, which is how are you going to deal with people not knowing you? You're not going to be able to.
Now, did they mention?
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I felt like it was good. It was good writing. The comic book fan in me probably would have rejected some of the stuff. I never got there because I was enjoying it, bro. I watched the scene the other day when Norman, when he found out that Norman was faking in the when he was fixing everybody. They were in the apartment. In the last movie, Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. My only problem with that prop.
Yeah.
It's been bloody, bro.
And he was breaking the spider senses down. What's up?
Spidey was bloodlusted, and Norman's face wasn't bloody. That's my biggest problem with the movie. Otherwise, right.
Yeah.
He wasn't
and that's some of the
back.
stuff. Right. You know what? I and that was the part when I say like some of the stuff I didn't catch. I was so excited about the parts that was cool. Like just to see a Goblin beat up on Spider-Man for a good minute was like, son. Legacy actors coming back and just the little stuff. The Spider. I'm still excited about the Spider Sense because we just got the Spider Sense at the end of the last.
We got that at the end of part two. At the end of part two,
yeah. So you know, there was things about it, and some of it, of course, was fan service. But I felt like the story was good, and again, I bring my family up. I actually took my parents. I took my whole family. So my parents, who probably ain't Spider-Man lovers, and hadn't seen none of the other Spider-Man movies from this series. It gave them and they enjoyed it for what it was. They could tell. My mom, I was trying to explain to her after the movie, well, this happened because this Spider-Man. I was like, yeah, I could tell. I could recognize you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
She was there when everybody went crazy, when Andrew Garfield came through the portal and the theater went crazy and you know what I mean? So it was an experience. I thought it was well written. But Vinny, but y'all's complaints aren't. I get it, but I'm also trusting on what comes next too. You know what I mean? Like this story, we didn't have to get the Uncle Ben lesson in this story because the story wasn't about that. It just wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Because
and I think
I think that story, I don't know, it saves itself because, like I said, like you were saying before about the Uncle Ben thing, he only because he mentioned it to Tony in the room about why he doing what he's doing, what he's doing.
And we know why they didn't show it, bro. We had
right. We've seen it already, like
in the span of a
right. So I understand.
Not to mention the TV shows and cartoons.
Right.
At this point, it was
I just didn't want them to take his solidarity away as far as having his aunt, man. Peter's been screwed fucking enough. Like I love Spider-Man comics. Spider-Man's one of my favorites, you know, too. But it's like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this motherfucker getting screwed. Like, Jesus. Like, the Absolute was the first time. I mean, the Absolute. Oh, my God. Now I'm talking about that shit.
Yeah, there you go, my man. That's a
Not
sign,
Absolute. The Ultimate. The Ultimates was the first time we seen Peter fucking living his life. He's married. He got the kids. Whatever. You know, he got his powers back, you know, from the future state, whatever. But it's just, I was so happy to read those first in the beginning of it. I mean, the whole series is awesome, but those first, 10, 11 books, whatever, to see him have a wife and kids at home. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I love that because Peter finally got a fucking break for a change where he could just be happy in life until he got his powers and all of a sudden get back at shit laying again. But it's like, he got to live for a second. Like now, this version of Peter with Tom, it's like, damn, you're right back down the shit lane because your Aunt May is gone and your Uncle Ben's gone too. I just wanted him to have some kind of rock left for him in this.
Oh
era.
Yeah, he got nothing.
He got nothing now. Got nothing.
Bring it back. Because we went out on a tangent.
Where do we start? Yeah.
Bring it
I don't know.
Real
I
quick,
don't know. Back to the character.
Because we go out on a tangent on everything to bring it back.
Oh, boy.
Sony's again deciding to share the wealth when it comes to those particular characters. Let's see how it goes. They should have did that shit a long time ago.
Now, do they have the Hulk? They have the Hulk too, right?
No.
They got Hulk.
Oh, Universal.
And Namor, right? Yeah,
And Namor.
Yeah, that's why Marvel can't do solo projects with them.
Oh,
it has to be an ensemble, so they don't own the rights. Sony Sony can lend, but they are the distributors of those films. So it's a way for them to basically capitalize and save face in that space. You know what I mean? So that's what they should be doing. I'm hoping that they basically do it. There's an entire rose gallery of these particular characters that they need to be going down, and not just motherfucking Green Goblin, bro. There's so much more. I do want to see Kraven, bro. I do want to. There's so much. Doc Ock again, or Rhino again, or Kraven. Like there's so many that you can basically see or handle. We're supposed. Well, I don't want to say nothing because Vinny's here, but. Again, there's a whole rose gallery that we can have and they should be playing around with, but again, we'll see in the future. That's the only thing I can actually say in the future. They should have been doing that shit a long fucking time ago and they just play too much, man. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it, man. That's it. I mean, that's it. The whole thing in a nutshell. They need to stop fucking playing around, bro. Like it's you know what I mean? Like you have the keys to the kingdom. It didn't work for you. Now lend it to somebody else that can basically do it the right fucking way. I can understand with Miles. That I can understand with Miles. You want to basically hands off until you complete, the Spider-Verse. I get that. You know what I mean? You don't want them to interfere. That's fair. That definitely is fair. Right now, they want to get done with what they're doing with this multiverse saga. Bring Miles in after all this shit is done. You know what I mean? Don't do it now because everything is just way too tainted. So just get that shit over with, and then we can move in that territory. But yeah, here's the scene, man. Hey, Sony, thank you the fuck for wising up. Should did this shit a long time ago.
About time.
Damn,
Fuck Larry.
Let's make sure they go.
Prop was like, yo, when you said that, Prop got real calm. He was like, who's the fuck is Larry? Who the hell is Larry? He said, who the hell is Larry?
I couldn't stop shaking my head, though. I couldn't stop
He
shaking
said,
my
who
head.
the hell's Larry?
That was hilarious.
Who's
That shit was funny as fuck.
It was hilarious.
But anyway, man, thank y'all, man. I'm tired. Thank y'all for being
Yeah,
here,
bro.
bro. I'm sleepy as fuck. You know, all y'all, you know, definitely been a great show, man. As always, man. Benny, what you got going on, bro?
Just binging some more stuff, reading some more comics, organizing some more stuff. Some new art coming up in a couple weeks here. Other than that, just chilling, enjoying winter break.
Yeah.
And, that's it. I appreciate having me. And
As always, brother.
yeah, man.
Appreciate it as always. Prop, what about you, bro? What you got going down, dog?
Man, just living life, man. You know how it is. Prop whizzing. I got a sitting Batman 1/6 scale sitting Batman video. I think I'm gonna drop tomorrow or the day after box opening. Pretty
Nice.
excited about. And then probably just chill for a couple of days. I gotta get a bunch of editing stuff in, photography, not so fun stuff. So it's about to be my life for the next 3 or 4 days. And then R-Rated Rugged Man. Y'all know who R-Rated Rugged Man is? The rap artist?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, about to check him out Friday, man. I done checked him out every time he comes to Atlanta. Me and my son, one of my homies, flying in, man. So I'm hoping to, I ain't never told, dude, I be fanning out. I don't never tell him my rap. So I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and be like, yo, I need you on a song, sir.
Cash my check.
I've seen him live twice, bro. He's dope. And he's a super horror head. Super movie head. So on that note,
you saw he's making one, right? Yeah, he's making one. Yep. Yo, and I don't know if your shows, all the shows, I don't know how big this venue is, but the last joint I went to, the first one I just shook his hand. This one I had my son. He was actually 17. The club actually let my son come in for the show. It's like, yo, just no drinks.
That's cool.
Bro, so me and the wifey always coming to me concerts. RA stayed behind, stood next to his booth where they were selling records, chopped it up. He was lining people, shaking his hand. I was just like, yo, this is my son's first concert, live joint. I wanted to make sure his first joint was an actual hip hop thing.
Yeah.
Braden knew. Onyx was there too. Onyx was there.
Okay.
Braden knew all RA the Rugged Man. Onyx was harsh, bro. They were harsh. It felt like somebody was. I'm too old. It felt like somebody was gonna get hurt. They was jump. They're
always.
That Ari does that too. They jump. He does stage job and all that.
So he stayed. Onyx was different. They had one of their people was in the crowd just pushing people. It's not the same. You right. It feels the same. It's not the same thing. They were. It was different. But anyway, yo, old boy was like, I dapped him up and walked off. RA was like, yo, after I told him about my son, he was like, hey, yo, just stick around for a second. And he shook everybody's hand and then stood there and just chopped it up with me, wifey, and Braden for like 30, 40 minutes, bro.
Word.
Just chopped it up, man. Just, my son, I just had kids. And Afro wasn't, I was hoping so. I'm hoping he's at this one. Afro wasn't there with him. He didn't have nobody opening. Usually they have openers. All his openers were local cats. Yeah. So, but I've been to one in DC where he had, it wasn't Afro Man wasn't there. I think that's when he first had signed him. But he had some cats that be around him in DC.
Sweet. Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Dope. Yeah.
Word, man.
But that's it, man. Bro. My long outro.
That's all right, bro.
Glad to be here, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Jay, man, what's going on with you, bro?
Take my baby to school in the morning. I'm supposed to play tomorrow at 9:30, but if it's cold tomorrow, I'm not going on no grass, nowhere playing no golf.
Word.
It gets cold in Florida?
Yeah, what? Florida? Yes, sir. 40 degrees, 48.
It
No.
gets down. It get down there sometimes. It may not stay there, but it get
Yeah,
down there.
man. Listen. So if it's cold in the morning, I'm gonna just stay home and work on some stuff in the house.
Word, man. Enjoy some
it.
retired life. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. And last but not least, enormous titties, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh man, always a pleasure to be here with my brothers on the panel and with you there in the chat. Hope you guys found our conversations on the topics entertaining and got you through the toughest part of the week, which is starting the week. So again, thank you guys for always coming to chat with us on Mondays. We'll obviously have more for you next week. As for me, you guys know the rotation: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you are a Figure Flex Friday participant, please make sure you show up on Friday because we are doing the giveaways. We are throwing out all the stuff. We are finishing the contest for the figure Fallout. So please make sure you tune in on Friday for that. As you guys know, you're here with us on Monday. Wednesday, as the world turns with Hot Toys, we'll see what lands this week.
See what's going down. We'll see what's going on.
We still have some figures that we were expecting to come. So we'll see if that is, or if we're just in for some sort of surprise. Who knows? But if there's something that falls from the tree, we will be there to report on it on Wednesday. So we'll see you then as well. And then personally for me, just got in Arc Trooper 5. So I was taking pictures and doing a little editing. So I'm really excited how the pictures come. Can't wait to share those with you all. Again, just make sure there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of crazy shit going on. But please make sure that you're taking care of your loved ones. You're keeping your family tight, your brothers, your friends out there. Make sure that you are reaching out to them. You just never know what people are going through. I'm sure that Leo will pop out maybe sometime soon, or maybe in March with a mental health check-in. So please, you're checking in with people. You just never know what people are going through. When it's cold, it gets cold, if you know what I mean. So again, just make sure you're just doing what you can. Be nice to people, spread positivity, fight against negativity in your own life, because it's very easy to be negative. It's very hard to be positive, especially in times where you're tested. So again, please make sure you're practicing what you preach out there, so that you can go and get you some enormous titties at the end of the day.
That's a life lesson right there. Good job.
Sometimes the beginning of the day.
Beginning of the day, middle of the day, afternoon
sandwich
delight.
a day with enormous titties.
Afternoon delight. Nothing wrong with it.
Bro, you said this shit with a straight ass face.
Just gotta have a big
everybody out there, man. Yeah, because you
big booty too.
Boy,
Big
serious.
booty.
Thank you guys
Big
out
booty
there,
girls
man, for
dropping
being
his
here
face.
with us, man. Mama, hope you're resting. I'll see you tomorrow, as always, man.
Get
Appreciate
some rest, mama.
Yeah,
Mama.
please. Definitely, man. Appreciate all y'all out there. Have a great rest of the evening. Until next week, man. Hit up your local brick and mortar. Support them as always. We are out. Peace, love.
Larry, you a
Peace, love.
bitch.